Welcome everyone to Hammered and Cheese, where we got what it's take to fill your belly. I am Dino the Genetic Marvel, as you can see here, and with me, as always, our Chef Boyardee's Nuts, Mr. Cole Clayton, Sniffing Glue 22. So today we're making chicken Alfredo soup. Is that correct, sir?
I was doing, this weather. I've been rolling around in the snow for what seems like 3 weeks now straight. I want some
Yeah.
fucking soup, but I also want some fucking chicken Alfredo.
I mean, that's fair. I've been in that world where you're like, I'm cold, I need some soup. I don't want soup though. I want chicken Alfredo. How?
You literally have
How?
that exact feeling, like you want Alfredo and soup at the same time.
100%. And then you're like, how? How can I bring this world of chaos into a world of peace and order? And I'll tell you how. It's called chicken Alfredo soup, everyone. That's what you do. Yeah.
So I looked up on the internet to see if it was already a thing, and it is. After that, I didn't look at a recipe. So my goal for this is going to be more like a broccoli cheese soups kind of idea. Gonna have broccoli. It's gonna have cheese. It's gonna have Alfredo cheese.
Nothing.
So,
Good evening, fucks. Nick Turner.
what up, Nick?
That is exactly how I viewed today, sir.
Nick Tucker. Is that the teacher?
The principal.
Yeah, principal. That's right.
Yeah.
I was wondering if
Also,
it's Nick
also
Tucker
known as
Jr. or if it's senior, because both of them, neither one of them have junior or senior in their name.
the love of Lily's life as well. She hates him so much. It's very
That's love. That's what that is. They're probably married.
I mean, it's in this day and age, they're star-crossed lovers. It's fair.
Right. Exactly.
I don't know. It's a weird day. This day has been this week. It's what, the third week of January? Feels like the 9th month of 2025. That's for sure.
Bro, we're damn well we're on month
Oh,
600 of 2020.
and your sister's here.
I made it.
There you go.
But Jackson, hey, just so you know, Jackson will come here sometime too. He was like, "Can I come be on the show?" And I didn't have the heart to tell him no because I haven't seen him in 3 weeks. So, at some point, he's gonna come in here and be loud as shit.
I mean, that's his job.
Sounds like a plan.
A whole family reunion, and you're not even related to anybody.
Right?
It's ridiculous. I know. I feel like I should get a facial scar or something just to be like part of the group. I'm like, I'm the one with the messed up face.
We don't have facial scars.
There you go. And damn, Ruby's hot. Keep it in your pants, Principal Tucker.
Calm the fuck down, Nick Tucker.
Yeah, last time you cooked, all hell broke loose, and your mom was hilarious. Ruby, last time.
It's my sister, by the way, Nick. So
yeah,
the whole family.
So I'm not his sister, just to be very clear.
You're one of my sisters.
You're one of my sisters, sir. Let's calm down.
That's what I tell people sometimes. They're like, "How many brothers and sisters you got?" I got 5 sisters. Only one of them's a girl.
I mean, that is fair. It's okay.
How y'all been?
Huh? I mean,
how y'all been? What y'all been up to?
Fucking terrible.
Do you have snow? That's my question. Do you?
It was snowing down there, right?
I did the other day. Yes, I did on Tuesday and Wednesday. I did have snow. It was pretty crazy, actually.
Jesus.
2 days? Damn, that's a winter apocalypse down there.
It was pretty, and it was pretty from inside the house. It was kind of cold, but it was cute.
Yes. Snow when you're inside a house is gorgeous. What a wonderful experience.
Well, also, you don't get it. When you don't get snow like that, it's pretty,
Yeah.
When you get it like we've been getting it the last, it finally stopped snowing yesterday and today. And then it's going to start back up tomorrow, I think, again.
I feel like the only way it's going to stop snowing is if you don't have work on your car that you have to do outside.
Right,
As soon as you're done all the work on your car, snow, if anything, the sun will come out.
Right. It'll be summer by then.
Cole's Dee, wow, my granddaughter's heart. That's inappropriate, but whatever. Hey.
Y'all are fucking weird.
I mean, people are weird, that's for sure. I don't know. I don't know. I still can't even believe it's already Saturday.
It's
Man,
Saturday.
yeah. I don't know. I'm losing track of days just because of like the amount of little things that I do. And it's like, I haven't done anything in 3 days. I haven't been out of my pajamas. And it's like, that's not appropriate, but Dee Dee loves you all. Dee Dee is a pervert.
You're weird. Whoever that fuck that is.
Triggers me actually because Dee Dee was the name of my grandmother on my mother's side, and I didn't really like her.
Do you see the name of that person? It says Cold Dee Dee.
Yeah.
Because I told a story about my grandmother a few weeks ago, and then somebody has been masquerading as Cold Dee Dee ever since. Like down to the minute.
What story did you tell?
I'm trying to remember. Probably the one where she'd let me drown in the pool.
Oh yeah.
And then she was like, he lived. What's the big deal?
Right.
Which, I mean, that is the important part. I'll give you that. I don't feel like it's the most important part, but, it's up there. How have you been, Ruby?
I've been doing good. I've been living life, just chilling, watching TV, smoking, going to work, making money.
You had me up until you were like going to work and making money. I disagree.
That's the same thing.
What is the topic? Hello? I'm not sure. What is it? I don't know what that name is.
It could be the topic could be whatever anybody wants. You just gotta ask a question. Like get us rolling.
We're talking about chicken Alfredo soup and how it warms your heart.
Is that what you're making? What are you making, Clay? Cole?
Chicken Alfredo soup.
That's disgusting. First of all, how dare you invite me on a fucking podcast where I don't even fuck with chicken Alfredo like that, and you're gonna turn it into a soup? What in the fuck, bruh?
Chicken Alfredo?
Think back to every time Mom cooked chicken Alfredo on that one brother's fucking birthday, and it would piss me the fuck off.
Ruby, I'm 8 years older than you. I was out of the house before you were even double digits.
Yeah, maybe you're right. But it would just piss me off because one of our brother's favorite meal was chicken Alfredo, and he would ask for it on his birthday every year. And I'm like, God, can we switch it up?
Yeah, 364 days. You can switch it up. But that one day, his birthday, he gets to have what he likes. Jesus.
No, because they would eat chicken Alfredo like on the reg. So it like really pissed me. I'm like, bro, you don't even have to wait for your birthday. Just wait till next week.
Like chicken Alfredo. Who the fuck doesn't like chicken Alfredo? I can understand
when she scolds him. I mean, that is accurate.
I don't really fuck with chicken, and I don't really fuck with noodles either. So it's like my worst nightmare.
Oh yeah,
put into one. And white sauce. White sauce is devil.
I'm not big on pasta either, if I'm honest. Like I'm not a huge pasta guy. Like I don't dislike pasta like you dislike pasta. I think there's just better. Like when somebody's like, "Oh, you want pasta?" Like I'd rather have steak or tacos or pizza or burgers or wings or there's so many other things I can have about pasta. But pasta's cool, I guess.
Let's go on the record. I don't think anyone in the history of mankind has ever hated chicken Alfredo pasta like your sister.
Yeah, no, she hates it.
I've never heard anyone have that much visceral disdain. Absolutely. Like, man, number one, that brother.
You know, the crash out is a family trait. Have you noticed that it's a Clayton family trait?
Yeah.
Because remember when I was crashing out about the toasting on the bun of the outside, she did that. She had the same reaction just about chicken Alfredo.
Basically. And Nick Tucker's out here like she's even hotter when she scolds him. It's true. It's chicken Alfredo soup. What kind of redneck backwards Ohio monstrosity? That a significant one apparently. And if anything,
how are you going to turn it into soup?
So did we say this at the beginning of the show, or did we say this off air? I have been rolling around in the snow for the last 3 weeks, working on my own car because these dumbass mechanics keep charging me $200 to say it works, and then I get all the way home, turn the car off, try to turn the car back on, and then I have the same exact fucking problem. And I keep trying to tell them, no, it's not that problem. It's another thing. This is what's happening. And I keep telling them, and they keep just charging me. And why are you arguing with me? I know what the fuck is wrong with my car. I just don't know how to fix it. That's the only difference between you and me is you have the ability to fix it, but you're stupid You went to fucking mechanic school instead of college. Anyway, that's besides the point. Besides the point, I've been rolling around in the snow for 3 weeks, working on my own fucking car, and I want soup. Okay, but I also want chicken Alfredo.
Yeah. So now we're here.
It's a Ford. It's a Mercury. It's a Ford that Ford gave up on. Okay, Pete.
It's a Ford Mercury abandoned. 2008.
It was Mercury is so fucked that Ford didn't even. Ford was like, we can't even.
Yeah.
Like this.
It's called the Mercury Ford abandoned.
I didn't know that Ford
2008.
owned Mercury, or I wouldn't have fucking bought the damn thing. But
Well, now we know. Uda Duff from Umife. I feel like you have issues with your keyboard. Somebody's pranked you. And is $1,000, $10. Really? Come on, Umi, you have an issue. Hey, I found out something interesting. A friend of mine's son got nabbed for stealing from work.
wait, what?
Like at the register?
Yeah, apparently they had an investigation. He'd been doing it for a year and a half. And I'm like, what? Like they arrested him at work, bro? I'm laughing my balls off right now.
No comment.
That's fucked up.
I mean,
don't put me on the register.
Don't steal from your job.
hey, if you're gonna steal from work, steal from your time. So you're lazy, and that way the company pays you regardless. The other one is steal from your coworkers.
No, you want to steal effectively and not get caught? Don't ring everything up, but tell the customer the full price, so they hand you a hot $20 bill. You give them back fucking like $6 or whatever. You put the rest in the fucking tip jar.
Why don't we advocate about stealing?
Then they can't prove shit. What's up, Jack? Hey, you came in right at the right time, right when I'm about to shut up.
Mercury ain't even a good planet, let alone a car. That's fair. It's a good thing.
Okay, I didn't buy it because it's a good car. I bought it because I needed it. All right, y'all calm the fuck down.
I understand. What's up, Jack?
And what having problems when I bought it?
Takes 20 minutes.
What are you doing later?
That's a weird question to ask a grown up.
I'm gonna spending time with my wife. That's what I'm gonna be doing. Dino sounds like the guy that takes 20 minute shits at work. I mean, hey, that's if I'm rushed. Usually they're 45, maybe an hour long.
Jack's trying to get you to play Minecraft. That's what he wants.
I just learned that Minecraft is Lego on the internet. Jack.
And you know you fucking love Lego.
I do love Lego. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that I would be involved in Minecraft.
Dude, it's intoxicating. Once you start playing, you're having so much fun.
Every game that I've ever played has been intoxicating until they ask for money, and then I'm like, oh, that was no longer interested in me.
Right?
Listen, I'll tell you right now, I'm playing 3 games on my phone.
That's Ruby.
Okay. One of them is mob control, where you shoot as a mob approaches you, you shoot it out. I have another one called Last Stronghold, and I have another one that is Cube Out. All of them are mindless, and I'm telling you, they're getting extremely hard, and they keep on asking for money. They're about to be uninstalled.
What?
Okay. So tell me exactly, Ruby, why are you so vengeful against
This is a food show. What?
Chicken Alfredo of all things? Which I'm like I have my oldest brother. We referred to him as Chicken Caesar because every time we go out, if he was indecisive, he'd be like, "I'll get a Chicken Caesar," because you can't really screw up a Chicken Caesar. So we started calling him Chicken Caesar because he also thinks he's hot shit. So what's up, Chicken Caesar? He's like, "I'm not Chicken Caesar." I'm like, "You're kind of Chicken Caesar." So you hate Chicken Alfredo a lot more than most people would.
Well,
yeah,
it's just like the worst trifecta ever because I don't really fuck with chicken.
No,
like it really depends. It really depends on like the day. Like it depends on the day because I'll even take a bite of chicken. I'll be like, this tastes real chickeny. I can't do it today. I can't. So the thing with the chicken, right? And then you got noodles. I just don't fuck with noodles because first of all, they make you fat.
Who cares?
Second of all,
That's why they're good.
they're just mushy. They're mushy. I don't like it. I have a sensory issue. I don't fuck with noodles. I don't like it. And then you got white sauce, which is the devil. Whoever said that white sauce goes on pizza, I would fist fight that person in the street. I would fist fight that person in the street. I'm dead ass. Like, so it's just a trifecta of everything I hate, and then people are just like slurping it in their mouth, and they just got white sauce all over their mouth. I'm like, ugh. My mom would be like, well, you could eat it or you could go hungry. Motherfucker, I went hungry. I don't want that shit.
I mean, that's fair.
Okay, so I had a revelation recently.
Oh, yeah?
An epiphany, if you will?
It's more of a revelation than an epiphany, but and it's on topic with what you're saying. So, to me, it's crazy that you don't like chicken Alfredo. For all the reasons that you just named, you don't like those three things, and they're all coming together, working together to make like a super thing you don't hate, right? Or you don't like, right?
Right.
Well, I'm one of those types of people, which I feel like I'm rare, that I will pretty much eat anything. There's very few things that I don't like. And most of the time, if I don't like it, it's usually mostly just because the person fucked it up. You know, like they didn't make it correct. Like, I'll just about eat anything. I really will. I'm not a picky eater. And I used to think that made me, like...
That's why the ladies love him.
Yeah, right. I used to think that made me, like, easy to deal with and stuff. And I actually realized it just makes me an asshole.
It also make you fat.
Well, yeah, I was fat for a long time. But, no, it makes me an asshole, in my own opinion, because I realized that because I'm willing to eat anything, I will forget when somebody's like, hey, can you order this with none of this or whatever, no onions or whatever. I always forget no onions. Like, no matter what, I just order the food the way it comes from the restaurant, and then other people will send me on my way, and I have to remember all this shit I won't remember because I don't have a problem with it in the way it's made. You know what I mean? So, like, I come back and I get you whatever you ordered, but none of the way you ordered it because I'm a douchebag and I forgot because I'm like, in my world, food is food, you know?
Well, John Smith, will you eat roaches?
No, come on, not edible food.
I'd eat a roach for money. Yeah. Nick says, Dino, today we went to a new tavern in town. They put beer cheese on a burger. It was ridiculously messy. Taste was 9 out of 10. Beer cheese tip on a burger is disaster. So, interestingly enough, beer cheese is just finely shredded cheese and beer until you get the right consistency. It's just two ingredients.
I went through like a phase for like a year where I was just putting beer and melting cheese together all the time. It was so good.
I remember that.
I didn't even drink beer.
I remember that, right? Yeah, I do. Now that you say that.
I bought beer just putting cheese because I don't drink beer.
And FYI, everyone, you not only if you like, you don't need good cheese, you don't need good beer, but the product will be delicious every time. It's really not that hard. Ruby, we're trying to set Cole up with a proper lady. He has a sour feeling towards your gender, and we need to show him the good ladies. Hey,
who are you talking about?
Your brother. We're trying to set your brother up with women, and he.
Here's the thing: don't do that woman like that. Yeah. Don't do that woman like that. What the fuck?
Don't set me up with a proper lady. That's
don't do that. You better leave that nice lady alone.
Yeah. See,
there's a reason why certain types of women are attracted to me.
Literally.
And I hate them with every fiber of my being. So,
Umi Faye, I'm blocking you for timeout because your comments have become ridiculous. Yeah, no, every time I suggest, see, this is the thing is too, like, I only introduce people, and then if they want to get together, that's on them. I'm not doing anything. I'm just, hey, have you met so and so? But at the same time, like, Cole's like, oh, I'm single and I'm good, and I'm like, really? Are you sure you don't? And they're like, nope. He's adamant he doesn't want anyone in his life.
I really am not a fucking big like dater or meter in general. You learned the baby mama story, right?
Yeah.
How I met my baby mama. I was forced to meet her by my best friend against my will.
Which is hilarious.
I was like, no, I don't want to meet her. And he's like, No, it's cool. She's like single-ish. I'm like, that sounds like an even worse problem for me.
That's a red flag right there. Like immediately, that's a red flag. I'm Pete Dill.
All right, so we got the onion.
The onion.
What did you eat for dinner tonight, Ruby?
An omelet.
Oh, what kind?
Fancy.
It had bacon and it had mushroom
Hell
and
yeah.
it had like jalapenos and stuff like that. It was really good. But I mean, the thing is like I've eaten so many omelets over the past year that it's like it's not even enjoyable anymore. It's like I'm just doing it to just do it at this point. You know what I mean? Because I'm still on like I don't want to call it a diet. It's not a diet. It's a lifestyle change. I'm on a lifestyle change. Okay, guess what? Shit's changing. I'm hungry.
Right.
That's a new feeling.
Just be happy that you're doing it now instead of when you're 1,000 years old like I am. What's up, Inosuke?
Right.
How you doing? I enjoyed seeing Cole's mom last week and now his lovely sister. God bless his family. Jesus Christ. You know what? I get shit on by
You
everybody.
too.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. We
Bless
appreciate
your family and that weird gorilla you have at the bottom of the screen. He can go eat shit. Like that. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. It's nice. It's a very helpful to know where I stand. Doing what now? We're cooking. We're cooking. Still.
Dude, I can't help it. Everybody in my family is good looking.
I mean, that's fine.
So Cole, are you using white onion or are you using yellow onion?
He doesn't see color that way.
There's a difference though.
This one's looking kind of yellow.
Okay.
So,
well, yellow onions are like sweeter. Who's the new guest? I have been on the show so many times.
She's not. This is Cole's sister.
The more colors and the more like flavors to it.
Victoria says, "I love the gorilla at the bottom of the screen." Easy, Victoria. Calm down.
Damn, are they talking about you, Nino?
Yeah, I'm the gorilla at the bottom of the screen.
That's his wife.
And my wife was like, "Yeah, I like that gorilla. He carries all my heavy groceries and he gets things from high shelves for me. It's very helpful."
Damn, I need a lighter.
I thought you were gonna say a house gorilla, which I'm like, there is a market for a house gorilla.
I'll be right back.
He's more of a house like lemur.
He's a house lemur. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, he's like 5'6". So.
Nah, Dino is worse. That's fair. That's I used to make Cole my famous yeasty roast beef sandwich. Oh God, Cole's DD.
Gross.
He's so nasty. Why he's such a dirty bird?
All right, so I got some onions in my pot.
I love it.
With some butter. I'm gonna throw it on the pan. Throw it on the stove top. We're gonna saute those onions before we start anything.
FYI.
You said what?
I was going to say, FYI, if you use butter and some olive oil when cooking your onions, they will caramelize a lot better instead of burning.
Bro,
he's a total
like
lover.
$7 a fucking bottle now. I'm not buying that shit until fucking groceries come down. Come on, Trump.
Don't
we
be
make
so
money,
strict.
bro.
Hi, Victoria. We love your man. I mean, would it hurt you to say it? I just haven't seen her on here before. I'm still kind of no problem. It's okay. She
That's
will.
Okay. We're just kidding. We're just kidding. I don't come on anymore.
If you cross her, she will cut you. Just an FYI.
Actually, very nice individual. Actually,
I can't verify that. We've always had at least a country in between us. So,
Ruby, didn't you try to like take a swing on a fucking coworker one time at work?
No, I offered. It was declined, but I did not take it. Well, no, wait. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm still gonna deny it.
Like caught you mid swinging at somebody. Like they caught you swinging at somebody.
Motherfucker! If you don't shut up.
You're not the only one that's done that. So calm down.
The key is allegedly, and there was no cameras. So
Right, alleged. Exactly. Picture it didn't happen.
I'm just repeating what I was told by you.
Listen,
Did y'all happen to catch Did y'all happen to catch what Elon Musk did at the inauguration the other day?
Of course we did.
I mean, a traditional Roman salute, or also American Sign Language for "My heart goes out to all the people." I
is
remember
that
seeing
so?
those things. Yeah,
Is
apparently.
that so? Really?
That's
He
that,
said, "My heart
that-
goes out to you," and then he did the Nazi sign. So
I
For
mean,
sure.
I wasn't aware that that was the
Sure.
time,
For sure.
By the way, I got garlic.
bro.
Garlic, yep.
Listen, are you sure you don't want to put some ginger ale in there instead, Cole? I feel like
I'll
that
have
might.
ginger ale. I didn't buy any for this recipe.
Got him. How dare you, Dino? I'm Jewish. Come on, Schnickel. Maybe. Lily's back. Hi, Cole. Beautiful woman and our fave gorilla.
What up, Lily?
Hey, it took all of 4 minutes for that to catch on.
Lily,
There you go.
Nicole, Inosuke, Nick, everybody who's here. Sergio today. Everybody who's here, thank you for showing up. I appreciate you so much.
We absolutely do. Everybody remember to subscribe to Dino the Jam over here. Ooh. Or, see, I would do it all the way up here, but you can't really see it. And that would be Sniffing Glue 22.
Also, and the black screen is my sister Ruby. She
Yes.
comes on as a guest sometimes. We also have a podcast. We just haven't been doing it lately.
Hey, and
we'll probably
Lily
be back in
agrees.
February sometime.
Chicken Parmesan soup sounds disgusting. Well, we're making chicken Alfredo soup, so maybe that's a little more palatable.
Right.
Chicken Parmesan soup's probably good too, though.
Hey, Lily, and if you want to reminisce about how bad the soup sounds, right above me, Ruby Red also hates the soup and anything chicken Alfredo-y. So there you go.
But here's the thing: do you like chicken noodle soup, Ruby?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Because this is kind of what I was going for, more like a bisque or like a chowder, but like in chicken noodle form. Does that make any sense? You know?
Yeah, a lot of sense. It makes sense. Yeah.
Sure.
Doesn't sound appetizing, but I mean, to each their own.
She just hates you in every decision you ever made in your life, including this one. That's all.
It's for some reason, like when I was a child, I was not picky, but as I started making my own money, I was like, this shit's gross. Like, what the fuck is this ghetto shit? Like, I don't know. I'm kind of weird about shit now.
No, because like that's what it is. Ruby was like so like non-confrontational as a kid. She didn't want no smoke.
I don't want no smoke. None.
Listen, I've never heard this before. This is the first time in history that a woman.
I did not ever want the smoke, but guess who always got it? Me.
Clearly.
Never wanted the shade, but got the whole fucking oak tree every time.
I mean, apparently, Ruby, your brother hates women, but I love him even though he uses generic ass mayo. I mean, it's a fair point.
What kind of mayo was he using?
Generic. Like,
if it's not Duke's,
mayo.
then like, what are you doing?
You want to put some salt?
That's what we said. He was shamed publicly.
This one right here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
The boy Gray from close town in Youngstown, or close to Youngstown in, I want to say East Liverpool. Is that a place? Maybe. Interesting. I mean, it's definitely. Do you roll that yourself, Ruby?
Yeah.
Wow. I can't roll. I have giant sausage fingers. I have to buy premium roll business, and it's never good.
That's an excuse.
No. It's not. I have ridiculous. If you know how your brother has those really, really small hands, just take the reverse. So mine are ridiculously large. So like I'm actually a normal sized person, but my hands are the size of like Mickey Mouse hands.
If you call my hand small one more time, I'm gonna shove one of these things up your ass.
You missed your calling being a proctologist with the small little hands, Cole. You didn't fit anywhere.
Come on, I got this. Thank you.
The boy Gray. Yes, I remember. I remember everything. I have a sickness. It's called being a person who actually gives a shit. Apparently, we're a dieting breed. Not really. And Ruby doesn't care if you like chicken Alfredo. She absolutely hates you and hopes you die. Just an FYI.
I was thinking about ancient Egypt. That's all, and like Cleopatra.
Tell me more.
It was until like 4 years ago.
What?
What did you say?
You know what? If you're gonna talk shit Every time I come on this fucking podcast, Cole, we can fucking do it, all right? Okay. Jesus. No, I did not know Egypt was in Africa. But to be fair, the kid next to me in the class didn't fucking know either.
I mean,
Looked at me and said, Egypt is in Africa? And I was like, yeah. Oh, that's what she just said. I
Yeah.
had no clue.
It definitely has like a Jerusalem feel, right?
hey, Nick Tucker sent $4
in Africa?
towards a respectable
Why do
mayonnaise.
you have to be in Africa?
People are talking. Wait, turn.
Listen, hey, just so you know, Cole, Nick sent us $4 and said put this towards a respectable mayonnaise. Just
Hell
like
yeah, thank you, Nick. I'll get some Dukes next time,
Yeah.
but I don't have any mayonnaise. Isn't going in this order.
Yeah, but next
Did
time
y'all-
here.
Did y'all know
Right.
that Michael Jackson was
How
married
is that
to
fair? That-
Elvis Presley's daughter?
Wait,
Yes.
I did not know that. I learned that the other day. I was like, what?
You're
crazy.
basically like 5 years old, right? Like you're a child.
And
I was born in
So did Nicolas
2002. If that helps.
Nicolas
If you need the
Cage.
exact amount.
Nicolas Cage and Michael Jackson were both married to the same woman. Elvis Presley's
Nuh-uh.
daughter. Elvis
Yeah.
I
Presley's
didn't
daughter.
know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Wait.
wild.
Yeah, she got around.
I mean, at least her own house, that's for sure.
I gotta say,
Why?
I'm just saying. Yeah, Nick.
Well,
Hey, thanks, hot stuff. We appreciate you.
Michael Jackson was amazing though. Like he was a great artist, great performer.
Should that be a
Hey, you should see though, like how like insane people are in foreign countries when Michael Jackson arrives. Like they cry and stuff. It's they get very emotional about it. And
hate
it's
to
very
hear it.
important. Nick Tucker, more like Dick Sucker. Listen, why do you have to be like that, Pete Dill? That's rude. If anything, we appreciate the support.
I've been
You're
wanting to
good
make
person.
that joke for a
Is that
while.
real enough, Dad?
Yeah, that's fine.
Who? That Nick Tucker.
You're doing a good job cooking over there, Jack. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's
You're
funny, weird.
welcome.
Yeah. I feel like Jack and Cole both have the same sheep belly right now, but Jack still has a metabolism that works.
Talking shit about my
What?
kid. You talking shit about
I
my
don't
kid.
know.
No. He was talking shit about you by comparing you, your kid,
Yeah.
and saying your kid was better than you.
Yeah.
Jack is 4'10", by the way. Tell him.
Damn,
I'm 4'10",
that's amazing. Look at you go, bro.
and most of my classmates are shorter than me. But
Yeah.
I'm the second tallest in my classroom.
Second
That's great.
tallest. If you're not
Well,
first, you're last.
You know what? Second, honestly, is my favorite because, like, for sometimes first place feels like you're doing too much.
Well, listen, number one is always a mess up trial run, right? It's not until you get
Right.
to the much later down the line do you actually figure out what you're doing and have good kids.
Well, they also said I'd probably be 6'3" when I'm 20.
Only?
Like the
I know.
doctor literally did that.
Oh, that's cool.
Since they
Fingers
were
crossed,
checking
man.
my what's it called?
Your brain.
No, they were
Make sure you have one skirt.
I love that he's zooming right into his double chin.
they were
He's
checking
like,
my
"Hey, look right here."
size and they were checking my
Hey, Nick Tucker says, I'm only 5'4", so I hate your son. That's totally reasonable, Nick.
Wait,
Yeah,
you're all
that's still kind of-
5'4"?
Oh my god, kind of hurt his feelings.
Why?
Like two.
I love you,
Wait.
Jack.
I can't wait till Jack is taller than his dad and smacks the shit out of him.
Be
It'll be
taller
funny.
than me.
He's
They
gonna
told me
smack-
I was gonna be
he's
6'5"
smack him
when
up.
I was his age.
Don't be
Yeah,
saying
okay.
that. They're gonna get along so great together. Honestly, they're gonna get
Hey,
along amazing.
And it's gonna happen to
Thank you.
Cole, and Cole will be like,
It's
"My
my
baby
movie.
boy, he hit me." It's gonna be funny.
Oh my god! So I watched this new movie the other day.
Tell me.
It was terrifying.
What
Well,
was it?
Funny.
Well, listen,
Good.
here's the thing. I only watched it because I heard that Harry Styles was in it. Do you know who Harry Styles is?
I do know
No,
who Harry
I don't
Styles.
know.
Okay, so it's called "Don't Worry, Darling." and I watched it, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on the whole time. But I was like, when I realized what was going on, I was like, that's the scariest thing that could ever happen to me. Like, that's the scariest thing in my life. That's the scariest movie I've ever seen. And it wasn't like that bad. It wasn't like a horror movie, but it was like a psychological thriller.
Yeah, I don't fuck with those kinds of movies. Because Skeleton Keys fucks me up still. And
That's a good ass movie. I should watch that movie
It's
at
not a scary movie. It's like a psychological thriller. I'm like, nah, I don't go to New Orleans. Fuck that place.
Lily commented, "Holy shit, Cole's son just poured half a bottle of some generic ass seasoning into the thing." Probably. You have to put more because it's generic, so you can get some flavor.
Well, you know what? Excuse us if our food has flavor. Some of us give a shit.
I'm gonna ban this in a couple weeks, so I don't want to hear y'all shit. I'm drinking all I can now.
Wait,
Marco's not here tonight, but he'll probably be back on Monday. FYI. Marco is my bro, not gonna lie. Granny loves you, Jack. Granny also tolerates your daddy. Both of those aren't not true.
Wait, why?
Didn't you watch Don't Worry, Darling, Ruby? Is it Don't Worry, Darling? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Interesting. We just watched the movie and it was weird.
You should watch it. Highly recommend.
Yeah.
I'm literally taller than the camera.
I mean, that will happen.
Good job, buddy. Keep eating your vegetables.
You know that camera's adjustable, right?
No.
That makes such a difference.
Cole's DD. Stay away from my wife, Hugh. There you go.
All right, so these onions and garlic are about sauteing real good.
Well, let's find out how much your sister hates what you're cooking a little bit more. I feel like this is entertaining. I mean, it's just one of those things that he's just...
It's Ruby's favorite meat right there, chicken.
Ew.
And garlic
Is the
and onions.
skin still on it still?
The skin? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the flavor, bro.
If anybody wonders why I have this in my hat, the
Definitely
first
not.
thing
Hey, Cleo.
I wore this, I took it off, and then soy sauce spilled on it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Spilled on it.
No, it just fell down while I was eating.
I'll blame your dad. It was probably your dad's fault.
Somebody's a fat boy. That's what it is.
And Nick is asking, Cole, will this soup be done by midnight? Probably in and around midnight.
Yeah.
What time is it? Calm down.
Right now it's 9:00. So last time we started talking with this, I'll tell you, last time I got high,
Wait,
I took gummies.
9-8.
Yeah, well, it's already your bedtime, isn't it, Jack? Come on.
This is
When
my
is your bedtime,
bedtime.
by the way, Jack?
My bedtime's 9.
Jesus.
But
The weekend.
on the weekend, I have no bedtime until it's 2:30 to 3.
I was gonna give you an out. I was gonna say, well, since I'm here, I can give you an out. It's 8:00 my time, so it's technically not your bedtime yet. But it's okay.
He got a bedtime with his mom. It's not his dad. His dad.
Yeah. Oh. Why didn't you remove the cardboard from the interior face of the ball cap? That will make the ball cap feel more comfortable. That is a fair question.
You know, I was wondering that too. Why did you pick it up?
Oh, well, that's
Some people keep
kid,
the ball
swear to
caps
God.
as like decoration. Not everybody wears them, so some people
Ruby.
display them. What?
Well, hey, you hush. You know. He just he forgot it was there. You know which genetic side he's displaying right there, right?
Yeah.
That's his mom coming out of
That's
him, right?
his mom. That's his mom in him.
That's fair. Also, Nick Tucker wants you to know, hi, Ruby. I got rid of all the junk food at my school. I'm also short and bald. He's just
How are you bald in school? First of all, how old are you? Do you have permission to be watching this? Because this is like explicit content.
He's the principal. Don't worry.
And what is your like what do I get from learning that you threw all the junk food out? Like, what do I care? Good for you.
Yeah, I think he's just letting you know what kind of person he is. Lily actually hates him.
What did you? I'm just confused. Like, what am I supposed to do with that information? First of all, you could have given that junk food to some homeless people.
I mean, you could have, but the cardboard is to keep the shape of the ball cap before it's
Okay, we're gonna put a little wine in there too.
sold.
Throw a little wine in it. Why why? Honestly, like that's never a bad idea. You have a bad day, throw a little wine in you. Pour a little glass of wine.
Wine, kids can eat it.
Oh yeah.
Did you know
But it
that?
cooks out. Obviously, it cooks
No, I
out.
put wine in it, but now you can't eat it. Now you're gonna have to start.
Throw wine in everything. Shit, throw wine in your coffee in the
You
morning.
cook
Why
it,
not?
kids can eat it.
This
If
is fantastic.
you cook wine, kids can eat it and food.
Are you
sure?
sure?
That Irish shit. You're so excited to be able to eat wine. Get the fuck out of here.
No.
Fucking weirdo.
I feel like we should give Jack some wine. Just to see what
No,
happens.
don't, no.
Just a glass. Just a fancy glass. Come on.
Picking you up from parties all the time, aren't I? Yeah. Oh, I can't drive again.
Hey, can you imagine Jack when he's a teenager going out, getting drunk, and then calling Cole and be like, "Hey, Dad, I'm drunk. I need you to come pick me
Well,
up."
don't
And
give him
Cole-
any ideas.
No,
It's
the problem is he's got his Irish fucking half of his fucking DNA on his mom's side,
Mhm.
and now his mom's got him fucking taking jiu-jitsu. So he's gonna be going to parties, getting drunk, and fighting people.
I mean,
No,
what
no,
else?
no.
What else are your adolescents supposed to be? Getting drunk, going to
Hey, I
parties,
can put you
beating
in a
up people,
headlock.
showing them who's boss.
Right.
He's gonna.
There are
Hey,
a lot of
you know
people
what?
like that.
She should also educate him on how to
Well, I better not do that when I'm
use
old.
protection because he's gonna get all these ladies pregnant. Be careful.
I better not do that when I'm older.
You better not.
Every weekend that's mine, he's gonna be 17 years old, and I'm gonna be getting a collect call.
That's right. That's right.
Come on now. No, not sweet Jack.
Oh,
He's not like that.
Your baby mama's gonna have a rule where it's like you're not allowed to go out until like the Friday before you go to your dad's. You can go out and then just call him. If there's any problems, just call him. Don't call me.
No.
It's nice to
Don't
see.
give my mom any ideas, okay?
Oh, she doesn't need ideas. She knows how to ruin your dad's life. All on her own.
Oh, and my life.
And that's not me.
I mean,
A little bit.
The food tasting back there, by the way.
It's getting there. So I had some Parmesan Ray Romano. Everybody loves Ray
why can't you
Start
buy
on
good
the
cheese?
chicken, and then we're gonna throw the rest right in the soup.
The
for
fact that
the
he
flavor.
hasn't cut the chicken at all. He's just gonna put big chunks of chicken.
What's your
understand.
favorite YouTube video?
My favorite YouTube video?
Here, Jack. Here, come season the chicken, bro.
Probably like the weekend singing about like music.
Is he singing about the music? Nice.
Well, I was gonna say something else. I forgot I was talking to my nephew, so I had to like go back real quick.
That's not YouTube. That's probably.
But I do.
yeah.
No, I really use YouTube for music, and I get a lot of hate for it. Clay
You
tells me
really?
all the time. He's like, "Why do you use YouTube for music?" Because I don't pay for shit. I'm a cheap bitch. I'll go through the ads just so I don't have to pay for a fucking thing.
Oh, what do I bother you about that? You live in another fucking part of the country, bro.
What does
Did
that
you
have
even
to
hear
do
what I
with
was
anything?
talking about?
I don't think he has. No.
Yeah, you talk about YouTube.
He's doing his Big Brother
Not,
thing. Where
okay, well
he
we'll
just
go with
assumes-
that one.
He's like, I'm Big Brother. I come in here. I know exactly what you're talking about. You're like, you have no idea what you're talking about. But that's fine.
You said my name, so I started listening.
Nobody said your name whatsoever, sir.
I
Whatever.
do
didn't say
love
my
music,
name.
though. I have a jukebox at my
You
job,
did
and I
say my
have to
name.
have
I thought you
music
said my
playing
name.
to
No.
work.
I love
You
having
did.
music playing. Even if it's repeating, I'm still okay with it.
Right here.
Yeah,
You-
yeah.
Jesus
Music is
Christ.
great, honestly. Like, you know.
I see. That's the thing is like I have a playlist on my homepage for YouTube, and I just pull it up, I just play. I'll let it with ads and everything. I'm like, I
Broccoli?
don't care, and just Oh Jesus Christ!
Here,
Come on,
buddy.
Strauss,
So
you
it's
need-
it's kind of giving like,
All of it? Yeah.
I feel like doesn't potato soup have broccoli in it? If I'm not mistaken, or does
That's what I
potato
was
soup?
going for.
only
Did I
have
not say
potato?
that? You know, before the show started, I was like,
No,
it's gonna
I could have
kind of-
sworn you said chowder.
Yeah.
You did not.
I did say chowder. I said bisque. But at the beginning, before we even went live, I was like, I'm kind of aiming for like a broccoli cheddar soup. Kind of
Okay,
like
well, I
instead
was
of
late.
cheddar, it's Alfredo.
In her defense, she was not here.
I
So.
was late, so I didn't catch that part, my guy. But anyway, I was gonna say I love potato soup, and I bet you it's fucking delicious.
Not anymore. Now Cole did it. It's gonna be disgusting.
How many?
Clearly.
But you know how many calories do you think are in that? Honestly, be real.
5 million.
Not 5 million. Honestly,
You know-
because it's homemade, like
Probably
realistically,
25 million.
not 25 million. It's probably only
Because
like
it's homemade.
300 or
What were you
400,
saying?
right? It'll only be
Oh,
like
like
300
300,
or 400.
400.
It's not that
You-
bad. Like that's the thing is, soup has a lot of volume, doesn't necessarily have a lot of calories, right?
You know
You
what's
can make
really
soup a
bad
lot
for
of-
you?
Tell me.
Sugar. Sugar's
Yeah.
like the worst one, the main culprit.
It is. It ruins every part of your
Someone's
existence.
been listening to Joe Rogan.
You know what, Mister? I have a big fat belly, and I call it a dad bod. Just calm down back there, okay?
You know what? I don't hear your shit because you're not even a dad. So what's your excuse?
Your
Joe
son isn't a
Rogan is
dad, and he's
so
sporting the
last
same
year.
build.
Joe Rogan is so last year. Let's be honest. Let's be
Me and
honest.
my son will beat your ass. He knows jujitsu.
I
Right.
could be. I could
Right.
be-
And also, I
you,
know how
your
to
He
son,
may not be strong enough to fight you physically, but he'll be like, "Get him, Dad! Do the armbar trick. Tackle him to the ground." He coached me.
You know, Ruby, your brother was like, "You should come up here and we'll spar. We'll do it as
just
content."
fight
I was
you
like, "That's a
naturally with
horrible
my-
idea.
Hey, hold on. Let me
I'll
talk.
beat you in front of everyone with no remorse whatsoever." He's like, "No, it'll be good." I'm like, "That's a horrible idea." This
You
is-
know, he does that with like almost all of his friends. He's like, "Hey, you
Mhm.
want to spar? You want to like a friendly spar? Let's spar. Let's do it."
Yeah.
It's like a bonding thing. I don't know. I've chalked it up to
Yeah.
like a man thing. I don't know.
it is a man thing, but at the
No,
same
it's
time,
called-
I'm old and I'm like, I don't want to hurt you. And he's like,
Like, no, I only fight for my
fine."
life these days. You know.
It's called being an alpha male. Alpha males are like this. They just want to fight everybody for fun.
That is not an alpha trait.
I'm telling you.
All right, you
Let's
keep telling
keep it
yourself
Did
that.
friendly.
y'all, did y'all hear that Zendaya and Tom Holland got engaged?
Oh God.
I've been dating for like half a decade, of course.
Let's be honest. Let's be
If I
honest
had
though.
to guess how.
If those two people have children, their child is going to be a toothpick, like a literal toothpick. They're both two pieces of wood, and they're going to give birth to a little shard of wood. They're
But you
very
know
small
what?
toothpicks. It's awesome.
They'll be wealthy toothpicks, though.
I mean,
So who's
yeah,
really
but-
winning?
I mean,
Well, thank you.
I mean,
listen.
Tom Holland said,
Hey, doesn't she get to
retiring
see
from
her?
acting.
He gets to watch her make out with two dudes at the same time on her TV show. That's nice. And she gets to watch him be confused on all of his movies. I mean, it's a fair trade, right?
if you say so. Are you talking? Hold on. Do you not like Zendaya and Tom Holland's acting?
I think they're both children, to be honest with you.
Hold on.
They
a
are
second,
young.
hold on a second.
And
No,
Zendaya
but-
looks too young.
What? No,
young to the point where it
isn't
makes
their
me confused.
acting per se, because they actually both are really good actors and actresses or
Did
whatever.
you guys watch
but
Dune?
like,
'Cause they're
when
both.
when did
no.
Hollywood just become the Tom Holland, Zendaya, Sydney Sweeney, Timothy Chalamet show? Like those are the four actors in Hollywood now. They're like,
Bro.
we need some Gen Z. Hire those four. Every
Only
movie, I swear to God.
2 out of 4 of those people are actually good looking, and I'll tell you, the one of them isn't good looking at all, but apparently she's all the rage. Which you're like, that's fine. No,
Who's not?
okay.
Which one of those is good looking?
Sydney Sweeney. She's not that good looking.
Calm
got nice-
down.
Hey, she's got nice.
You don't know what she looks like.
Okay.
Hey, don't act like you know what she looks like.
Like if you saw her walking down the street, you'd be
I-
like,
I
goddamn,
don't
like
know
this.
what
Out
she
of
looks
my-
like.
Hey, out of my peripheral vision, I saw what her face looks like.
You don't
'cause-
know what she looks like, and
Yeah.
neither do I. Nobody knows what she actually looks like.
Yeah.
Nobody's seen her
Well,
face.
let him
She's got-
speak his
She's got
side.
a lot of jowls.
That's hands
She
off.
had 2 very distinctive eyes.
Hey,
They're
Bob.
very clear. Okay. And her face jiggles a lot.
What?
I saw it.
I just grabbed.
You should be on America's Next Top Model. Honestly, you're worse than Tyra Banks. Give it up, y'all. Jeez, the 2000s are coming back.
Put them on
I mean, no,
Did
okay,
I
let's
see?
go.
You know, damn.
I'm not, I don't know about that.
I wanna
You know,
go.
and I are men of
Move
advanced
people
age.
down.
Exactly. I'm an old man.
Did
I'm not
anybody guess that I could hold 4 of these?
we did not, sir.
I can maybe.
Oh, I got big hands. Fuck you, Jack.
No, it's not that.
This fucking Irish fucking.
Bro,
I can
right
work
to
hard.
his son. Right to his son. That is
Get the
so
fuck out of here with your fucking. I mow lawns, the Irish ass.
basically.
You know,
You know, next
he
we can
really
steal your job too.
has no filter.
None
That's not
whatsoever.
an
It's
excuse.
entertaining.
It's just a
It's very.
statement.
It's just a statement. Just
It's
yeah.
a statement. Yep.
Just so you
Yep.
know, everyone, his 7-year-old son is got bigger hands than him. Just an FYI. Megan Jarvis says, "Hi, Cole. These are
I'm
the
saying
kind of
hi.
terrible
What's
things
up?
you can hear
Hey,
in
Megan,
the
how
back
you
of
doing?
comedy clubs in Ontario late at night." I mean,
I need
that's
help.
accurate. Sir.
That
That
was
is
a long fucking paragraph. Like that, you sound winded after that. Jeez.
It's because I'm
Like,
old.
if people
Basically,
just be
I'm
putting their whole opinions on here like we care.
that's 100%
It's
accurate.
so interesting. No, I'm
I
joking.
need
I'm
that.
You should
But
have seen it.
anyway,
the other day.
I'm
It
so
was-
excited
Tell
to
me.
see what's going to happen to my country. I'm very excited. I'm very.
I mean, did Donald Trump knock on your door and take away your your rights as a woman? I've heard
No,
that's been
it just
happening.
annoys me. That's all. I just don't really like him that much. And now the fact that I gotta like hear him for another 4 years is kind of like.
Yeah, but he's
But
such
you
a
know-
good president, though.
But like
Worse things have happened.
the entertainment value like just went up to 11 though. Like, let's be honest. It's not going to be that he fell. It's going to be say, did you hear what he said to so and so? And he'll be like, it's going to be ridiculous. It's
Right. Like
Like,
you know
we're
you're
all-
in for it.
Oh, of course.
yeah. We're all in for a very,
Hey.
very entertaining next 4 years.
Yeah, like it's gonna be eventful for sure.
Yeah.
Not a dull moment.
No, not dull. Definitely
Speaking of
dull would
which-
not be. Yeah. I mean,
Did you see like all the malfunctions they were happening at the inauguration, like with Carrie Underwood and like Billy Ray Cyrus?
I'm not surprised because it's
First of all-
basically
Someone should check on Billy Ray Cyrus.
I mean, Billy Ray Cyrus is having an experience.
Billy Ray Cyrus? What's going on here? Jack, quit fucking with the camera, bro. Come on, man.
We need
Your-
to extend
your
the
nephew.
You were fired from cameraman duty. Quit. Quit. Quit fucking with
He's
the
like,
fucking camera. You're getting booted
Did
out
you
of the
see
show
the
here in a second.
performance?
No.
no. I've
No?
been trying to stay away from all news. The only thing I got within minutes was the
Second.
alleged salute, which I was like, Jesus, what? 5 minutes? We couldn't go 5 minutes without somebody doing something stupid. Apparently we can't. So, yeah. I'm kind of happy that it happened indoors because it was like, honestly, you've already had 2 attempts on this guy's life. The country needs something. It does not need whatever the fuck is happening right now. It needs something different. And having somebody get assassinated would not be a good thing. That would be a bad thing, regardless of who it is or their political ideologies. So
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would definitely be bad in every scenario, and I do not advocate for that at all. But I will say,
Yeah.
we are living in the timeline where the bullet missed.
I mean,
You fucking liberal.
why do you have to say it like that? Why do you have
I
to make
mean,
it sound
there's
as
there's a timeline where it didn't. Think about it. Think about it. There's probably a timeline where JFK didn't get shot. It missed
I mean,
because
but we're
alternate
supposed-
dimensions. Like I kind of believe in the multiverse theory a little bit.
Listen.
No. There's no universe where that fucking bullet missed because that was a magic bullet that hit him. Okay, did you ever hear the magic bullet theory? There's no
I've heard a lot of
universe where
theories.
that missed the way it dropped in trajectory and then kept going.
You know, and I kind of vibe with that because the way Jackie hopped out the car and she was like, "Oh, I was going to grab his brain to put it back on his head." Nah, she was trying to get out the car because like she was probably thinking I'm next.
Hey, he was the most powerful man in the world. One bullet, and immediately his wife's like, "I think this is my stop. I gotta go," and she was out of there. Okay, immediately. Also, Lily, this family is unreal. Last week, a guy using a generic mayo lectured us about buns. Now, a that didn't know the difference between a sentence and paragraph is pontificating on Trump. Good God. I
Well,
mean,
you're the
Lily,
only one getting worked up about it. So, like, who's really missing out? You know? I mean, you're watching me. Don't get it twisted, baby. Haters gonna hate.
Lily, I feel like you could have typed out just Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice and waited for whatever happened to happen, and it would have been exactly the same.
Yeah, what happened to our house, not ours.
Shocking. A loudmouth young woman hates Trump. I mean,
No,
entertaining.
what else is new? It seems to be a trend. I wonder why so many women don't like him. Maybe
just,
because he's a
pissed
bad
off
guy.
everybody.
Who knows?
Ruby, you
Hey.
just pissed off everybody in my whole group chat. Why'd you do that?
Because she's pretty enough too. That's
Come
why.
on, you knew I wasn't breeding liberals in my fucking fan base.
I don't give a fuck.
Bro, we're just happy there are branches on your family tree. Let's be honest.
I don't care about your I'm just here for the vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Calm down.
For a good time, not a long time, bitches.
That's a question I have for you, Ruby. Do you have any friends who are doing it for the money? In other words, like they've shacked up with an older person because they have money?
No one off the top of my head, but I have heard like a few instances of like that kind of scenario. Not necessarily like a sugar daddy, because like you kind of have to have a little bit more money to be called a sugar daddy. But I've seen men give women money that they're in a relationship just because they felt like it or because she asked. I've seen it plenty of times. Yeah. But I've seen more fucking bums than I can count. More than I got fingers and toes. I've seen more motherfuckers on a couch. I'll tell you that much.
Why you hate?
I don't know. I think she.
Why you?
Lily, don't go. We were having so much fun. Does this mean Nick Tucker won the episode because he's been more talkative and Lily bounced out?
How's the cooking going, by the way?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't even know what he's cooking right now. What is? You're just cutting up the chicken?
It looks like he's kind of.
The chicken's still kind of raw, and I knew that was going to happen, so I'm cutting it up real good, and I'm going to pan fry it a little bit more, and then throw it in the pot.
What a dirty bastard that he is.
You see, and then that's the other thing about chicken. It's deadly. Like it's not something where you're like, oh, it's pretty much. No, that motherfucker better be done. It better be cooked. It's not coming to play. And then you're looking at the white piece of chicken, thinking, is it kind of pink? I don't even. You know what? Let's eat a burger. I don't even want to risk the shit. Fuck the chicken.
Plenty of undercooked chicken, and nothing's ever happened. Calm down.
Okay, well, you're God's favorite and you're special. We've established that. But us regular folk get salmonella.
I'm God's favorite. I don't even believe in God.
I mean, how many stories do you have that you like almost died, but you're still here talking shit?
That makes me feel like I'm God's least favorite because he never wants to meet me.
Well, you're either God's favorite or Lucifer's favorite. You're somebody's fucking favorite.
What are you doing?
He's somebody's, that's for sure.
Neither one of them. People, both the devil and God, are like, man, not today. That's not today's work.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they had to rock, paper, scissors. Who's going to deal with this guy?
Even purgatory, whoever runs purgatory is like, nah, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. Purgatory would abstain. That makes sense. Nick wins again. Lily is garbage. Who is the loudmouth? I mean, Lily was this person.
My name's Ruby. Nice to meet you.
Blocking the screen again.
Oh God, we're all going now. What was I gonna say? Yeah, how is the? Did you put pasta in or what? No pasta.
Yeah.
You're just cooking.
And like, what kind of noodles are you using? Also,
I'm gonna use rotini.
What's rotini?
I don't know what kind that is. I was just gonna say that. Like, those are the ones that are twisty.
Yeah, kind of. They're like ribbed for your. They're ribbed for your pleasure.
He's basically an anarchist.
You know, every now and then I'll eat some spaghetti with angel hair pasta, but the pasta has to be like real al dente. almost chewing, like almost crunchy. You know?
It's funny.
Oh,
I'm a huge
okay.
fan of angel hair pasta, but I'm like, it's not easy to find. It's not, and I'm like, if it's being made, it's handmade angel hair pasta. I'm like, it's not.
Well,
You
that's
can't just buy it. It's not. Anyways,
You're
hands up. I'm the FBI, and you're on my most wanted. Oh God, Sophia Morningstar. Sophia Morningstar was trying to pick up every
What were
man that
you
was on
saying,
here.
Cole? What did you say?
These
Yeah,
are
that's
raccoon noodles.
what I
Also,
thought.
Ruby, you're a wop. That's what you are.
What the fuck is that? Can you
It's
explain?
It's a dirty communist Italian who eats their noodles al dente. You believe in socialism. You're a liberal. You eat your noodles al dente. You're a goddamn. Who was the leader of Italy during World War II? What was his name?
Mussolini.
Yeah, you're a
I have
fucking
to
Mussolini
stand on my-
sympathizer. Will you shut the fuck up? You're a Mussolini sympathizer, is what you are. Oh, I eat my noodles al dente, and I like communism.
I mean, so WAP
The fact
stands
that
for.
you haven't been 5150 yet honestly amazes me. Every day that you're walking down the sidewalk with your busted up ass car, I'm like, how is he not in a mental facility?
She's got a point. That's fair. And for those who are wondering,
What did he say?
WAP stands for without papers. In other words, that you would be an Italian immigrant to the United States of America without proper documentation. That chicken is overcooked. Piss on it like I used to do Deary. Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh, Dino, you just reminded me of something. The other day I saw a video. I can't verify if this is true or not, but I saw like a van and it was pretending to be an ice cream van, but it was really like they were deporting people. What's the name for that group of police that
Ice.
Yeah, it was an ice van and they were playing ice cream music to lure people out of their house, bro. And I don't know if it was real, but that is fucked up. I'm like, wow.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Later tonight, isn't that? That's so funny you mentioned that. Later tonight, I'm gonna do a cut on my on my TikTok and my Instagram of like all the raids this week, all the ice raids, and it's gonna be dubbed over with Ice Ice Baby.
Bro, okay.
What is
So
that?
so I have an issue. Number one, Ruby, why did this comment piss on it like I used to do Deary make you remember that? Number
No,
one.
it's what you said. We were just talking about like right before we were speaking about that. You made a comment about like being deported or something, and then I remembered this random ass TikTok I saw, and I don't know if it's real or not, but it was fucked up. They were playing the ice cream truck music because like is nothing sacred anymore? Not even the ice cream man.
That's kind of funny though, because it's ice.
Like it's kind of fun. Like it's brilliant, but also like that person needs to go to jail. Like that's not a good person.
Right.
So the Morningstar says, "I'm in bed. You're in your bed. One of us is in the wrong place." Jesus Christ. Excuse me, grandson. People outside of Ohio eat al dente pasta. No, apparently not. That's not close opinion. Terrible ice joke. I mean, was it though?
I didn't make the joke. I just saw a video. That's all.
What's a nice girl like you doing in a dirty mind like mine? Jesus Christ. Awful. Basically. Yeah. Sophia Morningstar was.
Love us. We're doing great.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying we have a sorted amount of people here who are basically perverts, which is fine. You're allowed to be a pervert, everyone. Just so you know, it's not against the law. It's just weird.
Did you know that? No, you go ahead. I feel like we interrupt you all the time.
No, you guys constantly interrupt me, but that's fine. I didn't really have anything to say. Please continue.
We interrupt you because we got something to say all the time.
You don't say shit half the time, but go on.
I mean, did you know that the Cleopatra that is very well known is Cleopatra the fucking 7th? There's 7. There was 7 Cleopatra. There was 6 before her. Did you know that technically Cleopatra is closer?
He knows Greek. He knows all the Egyptian
than she like is to the building of the pyramids. That's
I didn't know that.
Egypt is in Greece. He knows that. Me,
Why are you yelling? You're
I
always
didn't know
yelling.
that.
I can't even
didn't know that.
comprehend what it is that you're saying because you don't enunciate when you
I
yell.
didn't
It's
know
kind of like
that.
mumble yelling,
Hold on,
which is
hold on,
like
hold
kind of miraculous. I didn't know could be a thing. I need subtitles in real life. So say what you got to say and say it with your chest like a fucking man.
Are you done?
Almost. You can't do it like a man because you didn't have the dad. Go ahead.
Neither did you.
Right. But
Which
I'm a
is
woman.
funny because
No,
I
my mom-
know your dad.
Right.
She does not
You didn't,
need
you didn't
to.
stick around. Maybe it was your ass that ran him off. Would you be a bad?
I'm the one who ran him off because we got in a fist fight and we didn't see much of each other after that. This was like probably 10 years after he kidnapped me and took me to.
Was that the one?
Florida.
Was that the one like at his house?
Yeah.
I remember that one. Yeah.
We got in a fist fight, and then after that, he was like, fuck my kids. But that was 10 years after he kidnapped me. Like,
and then like Loki was trying to kidnap us all again because of the I'm not gonna go there, but I'm not gonna go there. Anyway.
Well, at least he went through legal channels that time.
Anyway,
I feel like
going?
I feel like the fact that he kept on abducting the kids and not your mom is hilarious because he's like, I don't have a problem with the kids. I have one problem.
So I tried to fight
One
him, and then
specific
he was
person.
like,
Why is my head too?
How you doing, Jack? What you thinking about?
Don't be telling people that.
Oh yeah.
I know we're always yelling, but we're all having a great time.
Anyway, no, what I was going to say is
I didn't know that Cleopatra was the
family trait.
7.
Family
Yes,
trait.
the 7, and 7's my favorite number, so it means something.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Anyway, y'all are done. We're done with our history lesson. The reason I was yelling about not giving a fuck about Cleopatra and how Cleopatra is Greece or is Greek is because it's the same reason why I like to use ginger ale anytime I make anything Chinese in front of Victoria. I'm trying to troll the Blitz's family.
Yeah.
Why?
And he enjoys it thoroughly. I ought to complain to Spotify for you not being named this week's hottest single.
Dad?
There's our chicken. Look at
We're
that.
going to recall that bad joke for a while and it to our inside jokes. Stick to your day job. Wow. I started cooking when Cole did, and I'm half hour past meal. Yeah, that's fair. You should have been here when we did spaghetti and meatballs. It was 2.5 hours to make spaghetti and meatballs, and I don't even think the other person made the food. Did you just come out of the oven because you're hot? That's ridiculous.
So here's our Alfredo going. Alfredo right in the jar.
Alfredo's disgusting. Anyway, is it rude? Tell me something. Is it rude that whenever one of the comments is like, "Oh my God, you're so hot, you're so," is it rude that I'm assuming it's for me, even when they don't specify that it was for me?
So, I also assume I actively assume it's not for me.
Okay.
Because I have the murder face, right? So,
right.
A couple times I've gotten angry at everybody because they've made compliments, and I once again have assumed that they're not for me because I describe myself as a gorilla and or some sort of bodily personification of Godzilla on a death hunt. That's fine, whatever. But so every time they compliment people, I just assume it's for Cole or for you or for whoever.
Okay, good.
It's not conceited. Let's be honest. I feel like if Cole and I are 9s, you're definitely a 10. How about that? Is that fair?
I appreciate that. Thank you, but it's also kind of.
You fucking putting the garlic powder all over the goddamn stove. That's what that smoke is. What the fuck? Is it a shake weight? It's fucking garlic powder. Be easy next time, bro. Oh, what's that smoke? Pour fucking garlic powder all over the fucking element. Motherfucker. Oh, damn, man. It's like, I swear to God, every time you come over here, you remind me of your mother. I don't know what it is. But like, me and your mom ain't together no more, right? Right.
Ginger ale doesn't belong on food. I would agree with you, Nick, but Cole does not. Are you a light switch because you turned me on? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it
Sophia,
is.
calm down.
Drink
You
my
have a
blood.
nice bald Dino, sweetie.
Well, is a food.
Are you a bank loan because you got my
Yeah,
interest? Okay, so hilariously, guys, just so you're aware, Ruby Red, her computer froze, which is fine. That happens to everybody. But what I did pick up, Cole, you want to see this? Look at the camera. Look at the camera. I got this picture of your sister.
Where'd she go?
Her camera froze, so I'm assuming she's gonna come back. But in the meantime, everyone, if you're worried, this is what she looks like. There you go. It's all right. Oh, she's coming back. She's coming back. There we go. Hi, Ruby. Listen, so Ruby, one thing you have to know
I don't know
is
what that was. There was technical difficulty.
that's fine, but I want to let you know that I don't have any sort of power or authority in regards to what picture goes up when your camera freezes. Okay. But what I do know, and my responsibility to like the whole universe, is to record that for posterity. So I want to let you know that when you froze, this is what you look like.
My question, but I'm pretty sure it was a sport.
You know what? You know what?
So
Nobody,
yeah.
not everybody can be perfect 100% of the time. Some of us
Hey,
got to be 99%.
No,
So
no. You were definitely that.
As long
They
as-
say a picture is worth 1,000 words.
Top.
You were definitely about to nag a man about what mansplaining is. 100%. You were about to tell people about women's rights. I could
first of
see it.
all, I
You got your
was
eyes closed,
was-
your mouth open, like every woman ever has in my life.
you talk a lot of shit for someone who has small hands and gets called ma'am on the daily. Okay,
I've
let's
got to
be
use
fucking
my
for real.
hands to use my mouth, bitch.
Let's be for real for a second. But no, I was just saying, like, to get back to the conversation before I lost the connection. I was saying that I lost 75 pounds.
Yes.
And everybody is just
Congratulations.
acting a fucking mess. Like, everyone's like, oh my God, you look so great. Like, how's the family? How are you? Shut the fuck up. You didn't care
Yeah.
75 pounds ago, bitch. Be fucking for real right now. Like, it feels like everyone's like, first of all, because I really feel like I don't look that different. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's like body dysmorphia, but like in reverse. Because
No,
I'm like, I wasn't that big.
You look different.
Why are y'all
So, like,
acting up?
if you go back and watch our old like episodes of our podcast, you had a more rounder face, and now it's more like
Okay, shut the fuck
like
up,
sharper,
bruh.
you know. I'm
Give
trying
us
to
a
help.
break, okay?
Better.
Not we're gonna get on a podcast and humble the hottest one. Like, you can suck my dick, bro. Like, who the fuck are you? First of all, bitch, you wish you could compete with me on your best day and my worst, okay? Anyway, how's the
I
food
am
coming
the fucking prototype.
I don't even
so
know.
you were the worst fucked up. You know how when you cook pancakes and the first one's like a little fucked up? That's you, bruh. That's you.
I'm changing his name to Cole,
Well,
the first pancake. Clayton. His name is gonna be First Pancake from now on. That's it. That's yeah.
Ow.
Mr. Number One Pancake himself.
That was
Ruby
a
looks
good
like
one.
the kind of chick that dates black guys. That's
And you know what? That comment tells me everything I need to know about you, buddy.
yeah, he's got a little wiener. Poor Ruby looks like she's dubbed in a different language now because of the leg. That's hilarious.
Oh.
On a scale from 1 to 10, you're a 9, and I'm the one you need. Jesus Christ. Sophia, what is she talking about? We didn't know her before tonight. What a loser. That's ridiculous.
You
Pete.
don't know me now, so try again.
I mean, it's
You
quite
didn't know me.
aggressive.
You don't know me now, so keep them coming, okay?
You were 10 minutes ago. Well, now you guys know what. That's great. You look like First Pancake that comes out from the back.
But you feel the need to tell me about it, don't you?
Hey,
You feel
I
the need
mean-
to spill your guts and like fill your guts about it. It's okay. Keep the comments
Jesus.
coming. Just pay my bills for me.
I mean, that's fair.
That's why I'm here. That is fair. Are you having a good time, Dino?
I mean, I always have a great time. I most often don't know what's happening, but I'm just living my life in an enjoyable way because why wouldn't I do otherwise? And also, no one can stop me. I'm a grown ass adult. Great.
I feel that.
I mean, well, this is the thing is I'm at an era in my life where I'm like, oh, I could just do whatever I want. And then I stand there and go, okay, well, I have responsibilities for my family and stuff like that, and you know, I have to make sure my pension grows and all those kind of things. But then aside from that, it's like I kind of have my whole day to myself, and it's not a bad deal. But at the same time, you know, life is the longest thing you ever do. So, what can you do? I don't know what your brother's screaming at. I need to get him a mic for like here because half of the time I wonder if it's his mom yelling at him or if it's actually him. But you know, it's usually his
It's been kind of
mom.
quiet today. You notice that?
Like no, like it fell down part of it when it was bubbling.
He
But
also
I do
demanded-
know what you're talking.
Yeah.
Just imagine that like screaming in the background, like your whole childhood.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm the youngest of 5 kids. I remember all the yelling until
Yeah, so
I
you
hit
get it. You
puberty.
get it.
Yeah, and then I hit puberty and it was bigger than everyone in for a 4-block radius, and it was like everybody shut the fuck up, and I was like, this is nice. It's too loud, so I've been enjoying it. I enjoy being the biggest guy in the room because I walk in and everyone goes silent, and then I go, I don't give a shit.
That just means you have little man syndrome still, right?
Maybe, but I'm
You
the one that
wanna
wants to
know?
do palm an entire skull. So
You want to know something? Cole gave me very few dating tips in life, dating advice, I should say. Very little dating advice when I was growing up. When he was helping raise me.
Fuck?
When he was helping raise me.
Bro, get the fuck out of here.
Well, it's a different. No, listen. I'm telling a story. Let me finish what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm saying. You're always screaming. He didn't give me very much dating advice at all growing up, even though like he helped raise me and stuff like that. But he did give me one piece of information. This is what he said. He said, if you go on a first date and you order the steak or the lobster, they're going to expect you to put out. Mind you, I was 16 and he was just being, he's like, look, I'm not saying you don't have to do anything. Like, it's your body, your choice. But they're going to expect you to put out if you buy the steak or the lobster on your first date, just so you know.
That's correct. Correct.
Yep.
What's put out?
Yeah, get out of here. Go.
Oh. Yo, so now you can tell your baby mama that your son, when he asks questions, they come out of thin air. He's watching the internet too much. It has nothing to do with any.
This is how I know I'm not ready for
No lie. We're on the internet.
Yeah,
I forgot he was there.
He's been watching too much internet. He's asking me
forgot he
weird
was
questions.
there.
Yeah.
You're cool. I slip up all the time.
We all forgot he was there until he said, "What's putting out?" And you went, I just ruined my nephew. He's dead. His brain.
You know
he's
what?
gonna
The
become a
comedic
pornographer
timing
now.
couldn't have been any better. Little man needs a
Like-
paycheck for that. That was hilarious.
He's
Could not have
hilarious.
been more perfect.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a picture of this real quick. I'll be right back.
I mean, listen, bro.
Alrighty.
I'll be honest with you. That was some of the funniest timing I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. I'm glad you're doing very well, though. You look fantastic as always.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I've been feeling fat for the last like 2 weeks, so I hate it so much. I love enjoying life, but I hate being fat. Very difficult. Not
I
fun.
know. And it's really upsetting. Like, you know, when you like lose a bunch of weight and like you're like still kind of chubby, because it's like, how big was I? I wasn't really
that's-
big, huh?
I tell people I used to be 2 fat people. Now I'm only 1 fat people. And usually people laugh at that because it is hilarious because I'm still fat, but I'm also, I'm a 1 person fat. So it's not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
But
But I would definitely like advocate for anybody to do it. Like if you're thinking about losing weight and getting into shape, definitely do it because like it just changes your whole like the way people treat you, the way life goes, the way you feel, it changes your health. Like it's just very positive.
It's better for your life in general. And you know what? If possible, great. If you can't, that happens. But you know what? There's no reason why you can't try. That's what I
Right.
wish people understood was that, listen, like when people stand there going, well, I've tried everything and I can't lose weight. No, you haven't tried anything. I'll tell you that right now. Right? Did you try a lot of things? Sure. Did they work out? Maybe, maybe not. How long did you stick to them? All those kinds of
meal
things.
you ever gave me.
Oh, did Ruby
Don't
switch
worry,
out
we're back.
again?
Right here. It's perfect. All right. So here's the soup.
I tested it.
Hold on. Let everybody look
You
at it.
tasted it? Okay, hold on. All right. There's your
All
mom
right,
in the
tell
back.
me what you think.
It's a 10 out of 10.
A 10 out of
The
10.
best meal
Good,
my dad ever
good.
gave me.
Listen,
This
to
is
be
the
very
best
clear,
meal my dad ever gave me.
Tell them that again.
This is the best meal my dad ever gave me.
Good. I'm
So,
glad.
hey, to be
You heard
very
it here,
clear,
folks.
one of the first few meals, Cole made potato latkes, and when he gave them to Jack just looked at him and went, yes, these are horrible, and walked away right off screen, and just crushed his entire dad existence. So, you know, when he says it's 10 out of 10, it's probably 6, but he's learning to be nice to his dad, and that's nice.
At least he's honest.
No, it's hard to impress me. I usually eat. It's hard to impress me unless it's like fast food.
I feel like that's a family
Oh, we
trait.
got
Tell everybody night.
I was about to call him bougie, but then you said fast food. I was like, ooh,
Yeah, I don't understand that either, but
ghetto fabulous.
basically,
No, I just learned that he's very,
ghetto
very
fabulous.
particular about Irish-made food. He's like, if it's Irish food, my mom or somebody on my mom's side of the family's got to make it. Even though those latkes were fucking amazing. It's just cheese, bacon, and fucking potatoes. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I love this, Lordy. What kind of expectation is that? That's the expectation everyone in the universe has, Victoria. Shopping is way more fun when you're fit. Also true. Holla from Megan Jarvis. This is the best meal my dad ever gave me. He said it like a hostage of the Taliban.
I feel like he said it just with like genuine surprise. Because let me tell you something, that motherfucker's not going hungry. Okay, he's loud about what the fuck he wants, but he was just like saying it with like, "Wow, I was really like expecting so little."
He was
But you
expecting
did
hot garbage, and he got hot soup instead. So that's
Yeah,
good. Right.
yeah.
He was expecting soup, and I gave him this.
Yeah, which is apparently better than soup.
Mom's never gonna get over the
Masterpiece.
pancake joke, by the way.
Your mom's not going to get over what?
The pancake joke.
Oh, that you're the first pancake of the batch?
Have I never said that before? I feel like I've said that. Like,
No, that's
Oh.
shit took me out, bro.
Hey, that was rough. Listen, and if anyone is looking to, if you really want to tickle your funny bone in regards to Mr. Cole Clayton, go check out the roast of Cole Clayton for his birthday last year, where his sister was an absolute savage and destroyed his entire existence. It was very entertaining. So feel free to
She
check that
hasn't
out.
stopped since.
She has not, and
Forgot
justifiably.
that every day isn't the roast.
Yeah, but every day she is your sister. So
and every time I come on the show, you're screaming about how you hate women and liberals. So I feel a little targeted sometimes.
I haven't said shit tonight. I haven't said everybody else is saying it.
Right.
I like it too.
And it was a Roman salute, huh?
It's a joke. This is a comedy channel. It's definitely much. Hey, he definitely sounded. Hey, Cole, just so you know,
It
Hey,
felt down.
he's not even watching. You know, this is what happened, Ruby, is all of a sudden he starts talking to your mom and he just disappears. And we're just watching this absolute shenanigans of an experience between him and his mom.
No, it's just because
But do you see the irritation on his face?
that means
Hilarious.
that's still a baby.
Because it's all by his own design. He has a distinct choice of how he can interact with his mother, and he chooses to push her, knowing full well that she gets angry. It's very entertaining. Come on, Cole. Don't
Oh
lie.
yeah, it's an active decision. We all make our bed. We all got to lie in it, you know.
I mean,
I
and
lost a tooth. Like,
did he really?
Yeah, he's like, he just ran in here. I lost a tooth. I took all the bones out of the soup.
Did he actually lose a tooth, or
Yeah, he lost the tooth. Came in here, was trying to show her. I was like, no, nobody wants to see that.
is he?
Congratulations! He's getting some
Yeah.
money.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Make sure you give him like a. Do you give $1? What do you give for a tooth?
What's the going rate these days? I was just gonna ask.
Oh no, all I got are 20s. Gotta
I-
figure that out.
You gotta
Well, when
go
you're an
at
only child, sounds about right.
$20 for a tooth.
I'm not giving him that.
No, you could probably give him $10 though. What tooth?
I
Was
would
it a
get,
front or
like-
back?
Right.
Can you see it when he smiles?
I would get like $1. A tooth fairy would give me like $1.
Hey, tell grandma to chip in.
She doesn't
Yeah,
like that.
Where's Cold Beauty at right now? Get the fuck over here. Send me some fucking cash, bro.
Yeah, Dee Dee,
Right.
you gotta jump in
Everybody,
here.
send me some Tooth Fairy money.
Hey, look at that. Cole's Dee Dee already said, my classy family. Listen, Cole's Dee Dee, you need to nut up or shut up and send some money to your family. If one of them lost a
I'm
tooth,
trying to have
they need dental. Okay?
Just send me good vibes and I'm Gooch.
Listen,
You're Gooch. You know what Gooch is,
you
right?
said a lot of words in that
Whatever,
sentence.
you always got something to say, but it's never important.
say
It's
Gucci,
slang for
because
I'm Gucci, okay?
No,
You
say
sound
Gucci,
like an
because
old
Gucci is a
person. You are
different
so
thing.
millennial coded. It's insane. Like, you don't understand how obnoxious and annoying sometimes you are. I love you, though, because you're hilarious when you're not being a fucking tyrant.
Back in my day, they had the internet in books. You see, you had to read the
The
internet.
Gooch.
It was
You know what a
crazy.
Gooch is, right, Ruby?
Probably something
I know what a Gooch is.
inappropriate.
It's the space between the balls and the asshole.
Listen. Gooch, as in
So the
as
coffee
in
table?
Gucci, versus your gooch, which is the space in between your testicles and your butthole, also known as the taint. So
Also known as the distance between y'all's exact location.
That makes you the Gooch. That makes you the Gooch. You're in the
listen,
middle right now.
Ruby, you don't want none of this smoke, okay? I'm not. Don't you. We
I'm just going for more like
we
the
have been
Canadian
friends.
border.
All right.
Every time
Listen.
I come on here, I'm reminded why I don't come on here all the time.
You come in here, but you literally come on here all the time.
But we love having you, and you're
Like
so
once
nice.
a month.
Are you
bro.
sure? Because that bitch in the comments talk about that's the first time I've ever seen you. Blah, blah, blah.
Hey, you loved every second of it, and you were like, "See me, bitch." So don't pretend like you didn't
I had a
love
great
every
time.
second of it, right? I know. Well, listen, it's great. Because,
Ruby, it's a shame you don't like fucking chicken Alfredo.
I'm
This
just-
shit is fucking
bro,
bomb,
she's
bro.
not having the white sauce. She's not having the chicken, and she
But it's
ain't
not
having the
soft.
fucking noodles.
It's like a fucking. You have broccoli cheddar soup, right? It's like that.
Yeah, broccoli cheddar soup's
Instead
pretty good.
cheddar is Alfredo.
Hey,
And it's
us
got
older
noodles, like chicken
millennials
noodle
also
soup.
refer to it as the chode. That is also true, sir.
No,
It
the
was also-
chode is the big dick. Is a big wide dick.
No.
Yeah, the
no.
chode is like a if you got a Coke can for a dick.
I mean, maybe
What?
as well, but my understanding was your chode would also be your taint. The gooch, taint, but taint was the
That's
taint.
some Canadian shit. Y'all saying it wrong. The chode is
That's
you got a big
unfortunate.
wide dick. You got a big fat cock. That's what it is.
I don't know. I always understood that to be a girth certificate instead of a birth certificate. That was also a good one.
Yeah, well, I never heard that one.
Yeah. Someone's like, "Oh shit, he's got a girth certificate." I was like, "What the fuck? Oh god!" And I was like, "What the? You need to see a doctor, bro. Get that thing cut in half. Something. It's ridiculous."
Throw away my.
Okay.
Oh, I'm glad your son's here. We're for this conversation. That's perfect.
Yeah, he's good for that.
I mean,
Good for
he's-
Trust me.
what's put out mean?
There's a reason why I don't date anymore.
I mean, I
not
feel
all
like
of
he'd be
it's
like,
bad,
"My
but
dad
it's
made
a
us
good
buy
reason."
condoms and showed us how to use them. What are you here for?" And you're like, "Oh, nothing."
Your dad
Nothing.
taught you how to use condoms? I figured by the time you were old enough to use condoms, he was like retired.
No, I've only used like condom like 3 times in my entire life, and not something I always highly recommend.
Hey.
I'm like, yeah, that just felt like shit.
Dang.
Yeah. If anything, when I was younger, I just pulled out. That's all I did. That's fine. Ah, Nick Tucker Jr.'s here. Senior is threatened by Cole's fam. I mean, they are threatening. They
What do you
regularly
mean
threaten most
threatened?
people.
Fuck.
Hey,
That's what senior is soft.
so
That's what the F
chode,
stands for, soft.
FYI, chode in the Urban Dictionary says the area between your bag and your asshole on a woman called a chin rest. My chin rests on her chode for comfort and direction.
Interesting. I've only ever heard it be called like a big fat dick. That's all I've ever heard it called.
I think you gotta stop hanging around with big fat dicks there, my friend.
That's all everybody talked about in high school. It was like, I have a chode. That's all everybody ever talked about, like in school.
I would,
Y'all
yeah.
are still talking about this. For some reason, I thought by the time I came back, the conversation would like. Y'all are so straight, right? Y'all are so straight, but you're sitting here talking about dicks. Riddle me that.
Thing we can do. Straight people talk about, dude.
First and foremost, I'm very Greek, so
straight white people love gayness. It's so hilarious to us. It's the funniest thing on earth.
So I have a friend who's gay, but she's my first lesbian friend that's gay, and she's married. And I wanted to ask her like about the science of it. I'm like, how does everything like? Is it just like the same deal? Like, how do you guys like? I need logistic information, and I'm afraid to ask her. But at the same time,
it sounds like a lot of work.
It sounds like a lot of work. Like everyone's wrist is gonna hurt by the end of the night. That's for sure.
And jaw's tired and shit.
It's just my jaw hurts, and it's just like there's a lot. I feel like
at least with gay men, there's like butt sex, so only one person's sore. You know, like everyone's sore in a lesbian relationship.
I feel like that would be. That's why I'm like I have questions. But I feel like I'm not sure that we're okay to talk about that. I feel like we are, but at the same time, I don't want to be pervy about it because I'm like, I don't want to know what you do to your wife. I want to know how ladies with ladies works out because I just for science.
I love that you're the type of person to like wait till you're friends with somebody before you start asking these types of questions. I meet a lesbian. I'm like, so what's up? What's going on there? Like, how does that work? You're just a lesbian I met. I don't care.
I feel bad because listen, I applaud people's willingness to have a conversation with me, even though I have a murder face. So I try and reward them by being very kind and not weird until they want to hang out again. And then I get weird because I'm like, listen, I was purposefully not weird originally. That was for your benefit. But if you want to hang out, I'm gonna hang out. Then you're not gonna control me. I'm gonna say weird shit, right? But I don't know. I feel like that's a fair question. Where it's like, hey, I respect that you guys love each other, and I embrace that, and it's wonderful. But I wanna understand the logistics just so I can be more in the know, because I explained to somebody at work, I'm like, I don't know how a taco fight works. It seems like you just get a mess of everything.
A taco fight?
Yeah, and she goes, what do you mean a taco fight? And I'm like, think about it. And she just looked at me and she went, oh, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, a lot. But whatever. It's fine.
So here's my question. If you rub peppermint on a pussy, do you call that a Doritos Locos?
No, you call that a bad time. I always wondered if scissoring thing is only important. My understanding is it is, but also the girl who said it looked like nobody loved her. So I was like, I don't know if I believe you. Because people do weird shit for love, right? That's fine. I feel most of us learned about lesbians watching Kevin Smith's Chasing Amy. I mean, not even.
I love that movie. Oh my god.
Like 70 years old. Who's seen that movie?
First of all, Ben Affleck.
I've seen that movie too, but
everyone's
bringing up.
Everyone's
You're talking about Fossil to make that reference.
Yeah. Walkie Talkies Or Need on his TikTok would do he would show movies that he has in his collection.
His voice was annoying.
Yeah, but that's, you think that she was hired for her voice? No. That's the problem. That's how it works. This is why I have questions. I have questions that need answers, and no one's willing to. Am I allowed to ask questions? I don't know if I'm allowed to ask those questions though, my friend.
I don't
Hey,
think
Cole.
so.
Cole, your tits look smaller. Did you actually lose weight?
I don't have tips. I never have.
Yeah,
Not
but his
the-
belly still looks big. His tits
Not
look
the
smaller.
gaslighting. While he's going back for seconds. You know, he's going to talk about you in therapy, Dan.
I'm the gaslighter. He's the gaslighter.
Hey, number one, you know who he
He is,
talks to for
Dino.
therapy? Hey,
For
he
sure,
talks to me.
100%.
Hey, I'm his therapist. He calls me and we talk for like half an hour, and I'm his therapist. And he just bitches about it.
Oh, you get the
Oh,
fuck
so
out of here.
you
We do a
guys like
podcast.
talk outside of
Not
the
your
podcast
mom.
because
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I was just confused because like sometimes by your demeanor you're just like, oh my god, this fucking guy, like kind of like a coworker that you don't really care for. So I was confused if you guys like actually like chatted outside of the fucking
Oh, yeah.
show.
We
That's male
actually have,
friendship. That's
yeah,
male friendship.
we have real conversations, but also we'll call each other gay on a regular basis. Like I get, I would say,
You're feeling sad?
oh yeah, if you feel sad, congratulations, I'm your
Gay?
friend, and now I'm going to call you gay as well because only gay people are sad like that. You're a different kind of sad.
Oh, your
means
life's
you're
sucks
sad,
right
but
now?
also-
You fucking queer.
Yeah. It means you're sad
But I
and
see
love
what
women.
I see what you're doing though, because it's kind of like reverse psychology, where it's like you're trying to like, I don't know, talk him out of being sad in a way, which is like, you know, that's not bad bitch
Oh.
behavior. Don't be sad.
So men don't convince other men to not be sad. They convince them to stop being a bitch about being sad. That's the difference. Because the difference with men is that you can suffer with depression, anxiety, feelings of inequality, and all that kind of stuff.
Irish
And-
culture tactics. Drink and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and just do your job. That's fine. Nobody cares.
Yeah, show up.
Oh, I have anxiety. That's fine. Just do your job. That's how men work, right? So
Right, but
And
isn't
then-
I mean, isn't that like the way of the world though? Like, don't we all have to do that?
no, women like to talk through their emotions, which is very weird for men because you're going. It's like when you go, oh, it's like red, but not red. Okay, so then it's not red. Be like, yeah, but it's like red, and you're like, hey, I don't have to have this conversation. Just it's red. It's
No,
either
he's
red or
right
not
though.
red.
Not even a
Right.
woman hating thing. You guys have to like. Y'all have
Go-
to like. What is it? Y'all have like a valve. Y'all
You
need
have
to release pressure.
you have to verbalize your experience of emotion, whereas men just go, yeah, that's happiness. You were fine. Proceed. And you go, I felt happy.
Sad
It was
or
fucking
angry
weird, bro.
sometimes.
Yeah, because men will stand there going, yeah, I just felt this, like I didn't have a problem. Like, yeah, it's called happiness. You're like, get the fuck out of here. I felt happy. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It was good. And it's probably some girl was like, hey, you don't look so gross there, fatso. And you're like, thank you. That's a compliment. I keep it in the back of my mind. If I'm having a bad day, I'm like, oh, remember that girl said I don't look like a complete piece of shit, only like a moderate piece of shit? Made me feel great.
No, that's true. Think about the Taylor Tomlinson joke where she's like, dudes are just so infatuated with being happy when they meet like a girl that they like. They're like, I don't know, man. I just fucking like her. I'll listen to her talk. Like,
And I won't even say anything. I'll just go, oh yeah, cool.
But you know,
yeah.
you know what's like interesting, because it kind of goes along with what you're saying, right? Like, I learned that if you're pretty enough, people are just gonna like gas you up all the time, right? So like,
All the
say
time.
you're like a hot woman and you're cracking jokes all the time, and all these dudes are laughing and like telling you that you're funny, but they don't actually think that you're funny. They just want to sleep with you. But there's this woman going around thinking she's funny as fuck, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go be a stand-up comedian. Everyone thinks I'm funny," but not realizing it was like an ulterior motive.
Yes. That is so
Like
interestingly enough, that even happens to ugly people. It's not just the pretty ones.
Yeah.
Men have very little to go on. They're like, maybe she'll love me if I laugh at her. So they'll laugh. So even you have like the ugly Gorlock looking motherfuckers who are like, I'm actually hilarious and everybody's opinion should listen to me. And you're like, no, I shouldn't. That's horrible. And that's basically what happens. Victoria says, words no woman wants to hear. Hey, your tits look smaller. Did you lose weight?
Damn.
But every man wants to hear. I'll tell you that. Look at it this way. Alex Murphy was gunned down by 4 criminals, got turned into Robocop, and had to go back to work. I mean, that's fair. Yeah.
Hell
That's
yeah.
how society
go.
views him. Yeah. Oh, listen, his body was ruined, so he can't have joy or like sex with anything. But what we can do is make him into a work slave, and he has to eat shit food instead of real food anymore. Nice. Fuck that guy.
Nah, if I lose my dick, I'm retiring from.
Oh, if I'm losing my dick, no
like
one's allowed to wear
everything.
their top. No, if
What
I
do
lose
I-
my
What
Listen.
am I fucking trying to achieve anything for at that point?
if I lose my wiener and I still have to work, everyone has to be topless around me. That's it. Sorry, don't care. No, absolutely. If I have to live my life without a wiener, I'm seeing everyone's tits. Men, women, don't care. I'm seeing everyone's tits. That's it. If I have to suffer and still work, absolutely not. I feel like that's how Lauren Compton got famous with her stand-up. I mean, there's a supermodel that's doing stand-up, and the stand-up doesn't sound like she wrote it. Like she wrote it with people. But she's like obscenely hot and well endowed, and she's like, "Aren't I funny as well?" And people are like, "Just take off your top." Just looking, and you're going, "That's not fair. That's not."
But that's not even true of like every situation. Because there are some like because people will gas up ugly women too. And,
Oh, yeah.
and what was her
Every
name? The big comedian there for a while.
Lizzo.
Not Lizzo. She was a comic.
Your sister's
Amy
face.
Schumer. That's the one. People are gassing. She's not funny or pretty.
No.
People are gassing her up left and right. Oh, body positivity. She's so fine. She's hilarious. She's none of those things, bro.
Not
She's
one.
body positive. Look at her.
She's not body positive. She's mean. Hey, that's the worst. There was the girl who was doing she was making fun of her guy friend because her guy friend who's a solid 7, was like, Tinder so hard. She's like, you're probably doing it wrong because you're stupid and you're a man. And she's like, you can do it by all means, do it for me. So she pretended to be him. She's like, bro, in 2 days, I was like, I should be gay. I hate women. They're the worst.
That's how
And
I feel.
she goes, bro, I'm a solid 7 playing this guy, and I'm dropping game, and the twos and 3s are like, fuck you, fucking chauvinist piece of shit. And she's like, what do you should not have the right to talk to me like that. And you're like, but that's what happens, right? So yeah, it's fucked up, but what are you gonna do? That's why it's one of those things where you're like, all right, but at the same time, I try and wait for some people to be funny, because there are some broads who are funny.
Oh yeah,
right?
hilarious.
And like bro, I even said it right after your roast. I'm like, your sister did the best job, and she was a fucking savage as well.
Dude, you left. That's funny, Ruby. You left right as when the show ended. You were like, I'm off. Like, you didn't even fucking wait for the post game chatter. You're like, nah, I'm done.
I was kind of going through a lot at the time, because it was it was the first time I'd seen my whole family in 3 years. So I was taking in a lot of emotions, and it was the first time my family had ever met my boyfriend. So there was a lot going on.
Also, avoid your fucking feelings like a man and stay on and hang out.
Why are you being such a bitch, Ruby? Just fucking man up and take those emotions and stuff them deep down in your
because it's so exhausting having to be the funny one and the pretty one, you guys. I just need a break from it all. I can't be in the limelight all the time, I should stay for my fans, but what are you gonna do? I gotta have my own trailer with the star on it, bitch.
You're the funny one. Get the fuck out of here.
Let's be honest. I'm the funniest one in your family, but that's fine. It's no problem. It's all right. Fucking rosy cheeks up top. He's like, I don't know what's happening. Where's my son? It's fine. It's fine. Where is Marco at? Marco, I don't know where Marco's at.
He's
He
out
usually doesn't come
performing in Cleveland tonight, he said.
probably, but he's probably going to be back on Monday for Life of Giants. So that should be fun. Why Ruby's eyebrows look scribbled? I don't think so. I think
Because you need to get your eyes checked, bitch. Healthcare is not free.
X7Y. You didn't do.
At least not in this country.
You're not smart. She'll ruin your day, man. You should see what she said to her own brother at his roast. It was ridiculous. I'll tell you that right now.
She'll figure out what you're insecure about without you even like being near her. She already knows.
And then she'll make a point. Now, the one thing we do have is we got a screenshot because her computer stopped working, and we got this one, which was top tier. And then we also have this chicken Alfredo
bisque.
Sure. Chowder, whatever you want to call it. But all I know is I'm keeping this one. That's going on a few thumbnails, just an FYI. Okay?
That's okay, Dino, because I saw your Facebook post the other day, and I just want to say you are so brave. Full body pictures, man. You go. I couldn't. I mean, confidence is key.
Hey, I've been doing planks, and I'm like, oh my god, it's very embarrassing because my belly hangs down. But
yeah.
That's okay. That's all right.
Working out is like really, really soul crushing.
I mean, I lost my soul in my first marriage, so I don't have to worry about that. It's very easy that way. I don't have. Yeah,
I also vape a lot though. Like I vape all this. Let me tell you guys, you guys don't vape, but there's this thing that the vapes do sometimes. Sometimes it'll like spit the nicotine juice out randomly, and some people don't like it. I like it because it gets on my lips and it like seeps in. Kind of reminds me of like dip. You know what dip is, where you like take the tobacco and you like put it in your lip. It's like, oh yeah, like the nicotine. It's great.
I can't.
I've dated women like that.
I can't emphasize enough how important it is during our conversations that you enunciate really carefully. I'm trying to be nice because you're my friend's sister, and he's been very nice because my wife he's gotten uppity in the comments and he hasn't said anything. So you enunciate more, just a little bit more, a little bit. It's important. Okay.
We don't enunciate in this family. You know that. You know that from dealing with me.
It's like you guys live with marshmallows in your mouth. Okay.
Well, you know what? Like I said before, if we could just have real life subtitles, all our problems would be solved. But you didn't even acknowledge what I said about my vape.
Nobody gives a fuck about your fucking vape, you Gen Z fuck.
Clearly. It's like every time I talk, it's always like, oh, shut the fuck up. You're too pretty to be speaking right now. Like, oh my God, no one cares what I have to say.
The vote. I smoke vapes.
See, it's times like this that I always said, no one said you were too pretty to speak. They just said you just didn't speak.
For 12 hours.
First of all,
number one,
you shouldn't be talking to your favorite fucking guests like that, okay? Because we see the views that I pull in, okay? Humble yourself real quick.
Really? Because they were low for you.
Just so you know, Ruby, Marco pulls in the same. So
Marco pulls in similar numbers.
I figured that much.
Hey, everyone, so as much as people love you, they also love Marco. If you can figure that one out, happily.
Does he get like the same amount as hate too, though? Like, do people like hate on him just as much?
More so that he's more Puerto Rican than anything else. But aside from that,
they go racial with him.
I don't have chest hair long enough to braid. I would if I could. Yeah, no, I have normal. I have an acceptable amount of hair on my body. It's actually quite. What a very interesting. Spinning is caused by e-liquid oversaturating the wick and coil. To remove excess e-liquid, place a paper towel over the mouthpiece of your device, then flick the device 3 to 5 times vigorously. This will expel excess liquid, allow you to start enjoying your vape again. Jesus.
No, but I like it. Like, you missed the whole. You see what I said earlier about like I'll say things and like people don't really. I like that it spits the vape juice out. Because the nicotine soaks in and gives me a nice little buzz. It's kind of cool.
I understand that, but the way that you
Nobody
say
cares
it,
because we don't vape. We don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
it's not
We
even
smoke
that.
cigars and cigarettes like grown people.
Can you let me say?
What are you fucking junior high? You 8th grade? Oh, I like my cigarettes to taste like cotton candy.
Yeah, but when you say it like that, Ruby, it very much comes across as a very easily to misinterpret it into the direction of something that you're not talking about.
It does have like a dildo that does
you
too
know what?
much
I can't be responsible for other people's emotions more than mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are just going to take whatever I say, whatever way they want to take it. That's on them. That's not a me problem. I'm just sitting here hitting my
I feel like you're doing it on
listening
purpose
to
now.
fucking
I
The
feel like
Weeknd
you're.
and
I
Khalid.
feel like you're doing it on purpose
definitely
now.
got her vapes from the local adult shop. Like,
They banned vapes in my
where'd
state.
you order your vape?
Did they
From
really?
Pornhub?
They banned vapes? You guys. God.
No, not they. Joe Biden banned vapes.
Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Somebody did it. I don't know who the fuck did. Somebody did it.
It was your boy, the guy that you voted for, the only person you've ever voted for.
Why do you call him my boy?
He's
I
your
don't
boy.
know that man. I've never met him a day in my life.
The only person you
If I'm being
ever
quite honest with
voted
you, my
for.
president was fucking Obama, Mr. Barack. That was my president. I grew up with him for like
he
8
wasn't,
years.
because
He
he
always
was
on the
never
motherfucking
president while you
television.
were an adult.
Hold on. Hey, did you guys hear
But
that?
he was when I was a child.
Barack Obama's
Obama
been
was
showing
a
up to
terrible
things.
president.
Hey, he's been showing up to things without his woman, without his wife, and
Yeah, there's
also
a rumor out there that they're separated.
apparently he had an affair with Jennifer Aniston. Interesting.
That's not what I heard. I heard he had an affair with
Very
a guy.
left field. I figured she was just sitting it out because she's like, nah, I did my time with them born motherfuckers. I can't do it no more. Hey, I'm resigned.
So I sent a tweet about, or I sent a TikTok to Cole about that because people were like, so it was a black person podcast, and they were like, oh, she was acting like a black wife. And then she's like, I did my time. I don't need to do this shit anymore. No, thank you.
Literally.
I'm not showing up that. And I'm like, yeah, but then everybody else, all the other white presidents, their women were like, I'm standing beside you, honey. Don't worry, I got your back. Whereas,
Jennifer Aniston is like 10 years older than Obama. That's gross.
Who is?
Jennifer Aniston
Is 10 years older than Obama?
Yeah.
All I know is that Obama was just a very classy man. He was very respectful, and he never had as many scandals as the president we have right now.
Do you want to talk about the fact that he had the most drone strikes of any president ever?
It sounds like he's black enough, or he's not so black that you can't bring him home to your parents. That's the way it sounded that you said that, Ruby.
You want to talk about the fact that he was investigated by the FBI in his first term over whether or not he was selling.
You're probably investigated by the FBI. Get fucking real. You're on a watch list. The way you talk reckless.
Obama is 63, Aniston's 55. I feel that's fine. True sibling rivalry. Yeah.
I dropped the charge because
this is what we're being nice. This is on good terms.
I mean, Glue has the biggest boobs in this call. That's also true. I don't have any titties.
It's not even remotely true. I have this.
I miss my boy Greg. He would fuck a lesbian straight. I mean, that's impressive.
We're gonna invite him on the show at some point.
Glue, stop looking at my soul. I mean, he won't. He does the thing,
right? Like he's hovering over the camera in such a like menacing way. It's like how, like I said, how are you not locked up right now? Screaming about the FBI. Like, come on.
I mean, yeah. Well, come on. Well, Trump's America now, people. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow?
Trump's America.
He may be knocking on your door, taking away your rights tomorrow. Don't worry. I just love how there are famous people on like shows and stuff who are now being like, oh, so a vote for Trump was just a vote against politics and politicians and the bureaucracy. And it was like, yeah, nobody likes Trump. He's a piece of crap.
That's what y'all do in Canada, right? Y'all just vote against it.
Yeah. So we have a tradition of voting people out. We don't vote people in. We go, you're a piece of shit. We want whoever's next. You know? And even then, we still make horrible mistakes. Like this new guy that's going to be coming in, Pierre Polyev, number 1, Quebec.
Pierre Paul Revere.
Well, and also too, the problem is that he's
The
very
Canadians are coming. The Canadians are coming.
yeah, he's never had a real job.
No,
He's only been a politician. So you're like, oh,
you know what? I don't like your attitude. I've never had a job either.
Well, have you been
I've never
drinking?
had a real job.
I've been drinking.
Would you vote for me? Yes, you would.
Have you?
know you would.
Have you been drinking?
But I almost said a word. Yeah, it's called hammered and cheese.
Yeah, basically, that's what we're trying to do.
What are you drinking?
This shit.
What are you drinking? Because I think you've had enough. Is what I'm getting at.
Hey,
Fuck.
not something drinkable.
This is some shit that RFK is about to ban for sure.
Yeah,
You got like
100%.
such a glaze over your eyes. You got like the most menacing Disney villain smile on your face. Like you're about to
What a
wreck
nice
the
show.
shop.
We have Angry Bird at top, Harley Quinn in the middle, and a literal thumb down there. I'm a thumb.
You know something? That's the second
thank you.
time this week someone's referred to me as Harley Quinn. You know, and I'm really starting to wonder.
It's the pigtails
Have you ever
for
seen the
today.
Truman Show? Because it's really starting to like.
You
It's on
definitely.
Paramount. You want to
I'll
watch
be
it?
honest with you though, Ruby. You definitely look like somebody who would take a hammer to a man's crotch.
You just look like
That's so
somebody.
crazy because everyone I know
Nah.
describes me as such a sweetheart.
You look like one of them bitches that likes. Not that you are. I know who you are, but you do kind of resemble like the whole look and vibe you're going for right now. You do kind of resemble those bitches that like got the tattoo of the little diamonds or whatever. It's like Harley Quinn and Joker are just like relationship goals, and like he beats her, right? Like
Oh, and she beats him for sure.
yeah, but
Should I have a drink or have a gummy? Why? Choose, sir. You're a grown ass adult. You can do both.
Why not both?
I've taken 400 milligram gummies today. And then I've also,
Well, you could have mentioned that before, Dino. I was wondering, I'm like, why does this guy look like he's not having like a good time? You're just fucking stoned. Like, duh.
Yeah, I'm not.
I was like, what the fuck is that? Makes sense.
I'm not stoned. I am currently not in existence.
That makes a lot of sense.
Thank you so much for calling.
Text him earlier today.
Thank you for calling. Dino's not here right now. You can leave your phone number and the time and date of your call, and he will return your call at some point. It's most advisable for you to text him because he probably won't check his voicemail going forward. But welcome to 2025. You just text me, and if I don't respond to you, it's because I don't like you. Have a great day.
We're friends. We're not friends.
What a year, man! It just has such like a sound to it. 2025.
It's got that like wasn't ever gonna happen sound to it. Like when you go to like sign, like when you look at your credit card or your ID expiration date and the credit card expiration date, and it's like a number that doesn't exist. They're like, oh, it's gonna expire in 2025.
You got the personality of Harley Quinn and
That's
the voice
not a
of
year.
Jesus. Yeah, 2025. You're like 2025. Get the fuck out of here. Son of a bitch, both it is. There you go. Dino would
See, I didn't understand I didn't understand the Lois Griffin joke because I wasn't allowed to watch Family Guy. So joke went
but you can now. You know that, right?
That is peculiar. Do you
right, but my capacity for brain rot is really low these days.
I have a question though. Now that you are allowed to watch Family Guy, if you feel the experience about to happen, do you feel like, oh, I'm doing something naughty by watching this? Like, does it still? Because there's stuff that my parents like, don't do that, and now I do, and I'm like, oh, I'm a bad person.
I took that to an extreme. I went and watched the shows that were kid shows that I wasn't allowed to watch. I watched them as an adult, like SpongeBob. My mom did not let me watch SpongeBob as a kid. I went as an adult and tried to watch it, and I'm like, I see why I wasn't allowed to watch this. I tried watching it.
I was just gonna say the same thing about Family Guy. I kind of see what she was getting at about the Family Guy one. I disagree about the SpongeBob because I kind of vibe with Bob, like, smoke a one full SpongeBob. Not so bad, but Family Guy and like The Simpsons. I'm just like rough.
I don't
I'm
like
not,
the Simpsons.
I don't know.
I sometimes I like Family Guy, but like after an hour or two, I'm like, okay, this show's getting obnoxious. I've had enough. Like I've had my fill.
It takes me like one whole minute to say like this is obnoxious. Why am I watching it?
It's really about how much you like pop culture references. Like if you like to make fun of pop culture, you'll like Family Guy. If not, then the show sucks.
I want to point out the fact that last week when we had the show, I was like, I'm going to take some gummies, and that way, around the end of the show, I'll get high, and I'll be like, it'll be great, because usually the shows last about an hour. And this time as well, I had 2 gummies, and I'm like, you know what? That's fine. It'll be fine. We'll close out an hour. It'll be fun. We'll have a great time with Ruby. It'll be fun. 2 hours in, and I'm out to fucking lunch. Like, I have no idea what's happening right now. And I'm like, this is a horrible, horrible decision. I need to stop taking gummies before we do this show, because I'll be honest with you two are absolutely relentless with your conversation. It is like, I swear to God, if I have to do like the Super Bowl with both of you, someone's getting punched in the face, and it's not me.
Honestly, like you should hear our phone calls to each other. Like we could just go on and on, and we'll look at it for like 4 hours and be like, "Damn, where'd the time go?"
I mean, like
we go like 4 or 5 hours, bro.
It is wild. Well,
I'll be working. She'll talk to me my entire work shift. Like,
bro, it's so odd hearing how you guys weren't allowed to watch certain shows. I grew up watching everything rated R. That's because you're a dirty
our parents loved us, so
parent,
I should say.
You each had a selected parent that kind of didn't make you die.
Also, to go back to what Dino said a minute ago, and you're like, oh, the show's going on for like 2 hours. I was really just sitting here waiting for you to do the outro the whole time, and it just never happened.
Yeah, we've been waiting on you, Dino, to close it up.
Well, it's on me, eh? Get the fuck out of here, you.
You're the fucking
We can't stop talking. This is just like our phone calls to each other.
He looks like a toddler talking. He does look like a toddler talking. That's factual.
Yeah,
was there a reason as to why your parents said nope? I mean,
well,
you didn't really question the authority of what was like, it was just what it was. The answer was no.
We're not talking about a normal parenting experience, everyone. We're talking about
hold up. With me, like I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. With me, it was, like I attended her high school graduation. You know what I mean? Like she had me as a child. She was just making it up. She was just like, that doesn't seem like I should let my kid watch that, even though I let him watch my graduation. And then, by the time she got down to Ruby, which is like, she's 8 years younger than me, she was just like, well, I've done it this way the whole time, so we might as well just consistency,
right. Because it initially started out with, when you were really young, you wanted to watch Power Rangers, and Mom said no because she thought it was violent. So I can see where, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was definitely like a good idea, but there was no reason, because to me it was like, well, why? Because I said so. That's why. Like, you don't question the adults.
I wouldn't describe anyone in your family as an adult. Not your mom or any of your siblings. Not one person is an adult. I'd be like, we should ask an adult. I'd be like, no, absolutely not. You're definitely not an adult, sir. Dino, can your head reflect like no? And I'll be honest with you, if my head starts sweating enough where I can reflect light off there, you're dead. Because if I'm sweating that much, I'm trying to murder you. Is the only reason.
It doesn't reflect because he doesn't shave all the hair off. He leaves the patches.
Yeah, I have patches of hair all over it. My friend was not allowed to watch Beavis and Butthead because her parents' church said it was the devil's work. Have you watched the SNL where it's Ryan Gosling is Beavis and one of their people is Butthead, and it's the funniest shit I've ever seen because they do a great job, because they're just acting like they're like, I don't know who this character Beavis and Butthead is. They're like, I don't understand who that is. And you're just like, what the fuck? It's fucked up. Anyways.
Dude, Ryan Gosling is the man.
He's so pretty.
It's not even pretty. He just nails it every time.
Every time. Every time.
Every time. The
Anyway.
fucking
Y'all are
Ken,
so infatuated with men.
Kendall, man.
Hey,
Thought Barbie was gonna be like some dumb shit. Like
yeah.
either some dumb girly shit or some feminist shit. And it was some feminist shit. And then they tried to make fun of Ken and all of men by making Ken this like airheaded, like muscly jock. And then they like nailed it on the head so hard that he won an Oscar.
Yeah.
And he stole the movie. Like he stole the movie out from underneath the feminists. They're like, oh, he's making the women, he's brainwashing the women by making them watch Martin Scorsese films. And I'm like, we do that. We really do that.
Why do y'all do that? My boyfriend had me watch a couple Martin Scorsese films, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Who the fuck is this guy?
We do that.
Anyways, since they're waiting for me to sign us out here, everyone, have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. I'm going to go have a cigarette, and to leave you guys, we'll leave you with this perfect face, okay? It's perfect.
Y'all are